Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Castle FM, Cape Coast, Sankara FM, Yendi, Laura FM, Laura, and Radio Max Takrade. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Now, coming up, National Security Minister refuses to tender in findings on IGP leak tape, insisting information gathered are classified and may have security consequences if revealed.
But he will not share it with us, because if you care to know, it's a national secret document, it's not declassified.
We have more of this as the ad hoc committee has decided in-camera hearings in subsequent sittings. Also, NPP flag bearer hopefuls engage in sloganeering with barely 2 months to the November delegates conference as they commence campaigning to woo delegates.
So 2 makes it easier.
3, which stands for Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Oh, it means nothing. It means nothing.
Meanwhile, the committee has banned campaign of delegates ahead of the November polls as it makes significant changes to the rules of engagement.
We are generally agreed that there will be nothing like campaign of persons so that people will come freely and vote freely.
In business,
government announces reopening of domestic debt exchange program for investors who didn't sign in February. We have details on the Joy Business Report.
And later in the bulletin, popular Ghanaian-based Nigerian artist Mr. Easy says he's on a quest to fuse African music, arts and culture to ensure it is projected out in the global community.
I've been able to merge African arts and African music, and this is what inspires me right now.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. Now, National Security Minister Albert Kandapa has declined to tender in findings from his ministry about the leaked IGP tape. According to him, the findings are sensitive and will have national security consequences if revealed. He said this when he appeared before Parliament's ad hoc committee investigating the matter. Samuel Imbura has more on this report.
Chairman of the ad hoc committee, Samuel Atachia, said although he provided the necessary details, they were not tendered in as evidence because the information has been marked classified.
It's an interim report, but he will not share it with us, because if you care to know, it's a national secret document, it's not declassified, and in terms of law and the constitution, there's no way we share it with that.
He has also indicated the committee is willing to explore further evidence about this leaked tape, while confirming Daniel Bugri-Nabu is the source of the second tape.
The source of the tape now is from the same Chief Bugri-Nabu.
The second tape is coming from Chief Bugri-Nabu.
Yes.
The main police chief at the center of this leaked tape, COP Alex Mensah, will not comment on the substantive issue before the committee. He is, however, optimistic that once he submits his evidence, the truth will be known.
I don't want to speak now.
Ghanaians are willing to hear from you.
The truth will come out.
The truth?
Yes.
Meanwhile, IGP George Akufu-Dampare was absent from the in-camera hearing due to equally important national assignments. He was represented by his legal team, led by lawyer Kwame Jan. The sitting has since been adjourned to October 2 and expected to be held in camera going forward. Samuel Imbura, Joy News, Parliament House.
While still on the leaked IGP tape, a former police officer and private legal practitioner, Justin Teruwaja, says the Police Council has the right to conduct its own investigations into the matter. The former police officer explained that both investigations can run concurrently as the Police Council falls under the executive arm of government. Speaking on the AM show, Justin Teruwaja indicated that the committee setup does not prevent the Police Council from carrying out its own investigations.
So Article 103 enables Parliament to set up such committees to help Parliament sharpen its focus in its deliberations and in making legislation. So that is on the legislative side. But when it comes to the executive side, where the police administration is part of the executive arm of government, they also have their remit. And when interdiction is, the people are interdicted, it will not be right for someone to say because the legislative arm of government is acting on it, then you cannot, the executive arm of government must wait.
Justin Terwaja is a former police officer and a private legal practitioner. Now to some politics. In the MPP parliamentary race, both names and ballot positions carry significant weight. For some of these contenders, their chosen ballot positions numbers hold special significance. While the party's elections committee has completed balloting for all 4 candidates, and my colleague James Aveji has a wrap of the exercise.
After hours of meeting the candidates and their representatives, Chairman of the MPP's Presidential Elections Committee, Professor Mike Okoye, announced the outcome of the balloting in front of aspirants and their representatives.
Honorable Kennedy Nyapon takes number 1. The Vice President takes number 2. Honorable Dr. Akuto takes number 3. And Honorable Adanyemo takes number 4.
He also outlined some modalities agreed on by the committee to manage the elections to prevent irregularities as alleged by some candidates in the earlier election.
We are generally agreed that there will be nothing like camping of persons so that people will come freely and vote freely.
We can now hear from reps of the candidates on what their chosen position on the ballot means for them and their campaign.
We believe that at the end of the day, it is the hard work of the candidate who will deliver victory and not necessarily your position on the ballot. And our candidate has been the most hardworking in the race so far.
To have number 3, which stands for Trinity, and to have a 3 Godhead, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, it just tells us that the grace abounds for us. And in November 4th, better things are going to happen to the work that we have started long.
Oh, it means nothing. I mean, it means nothing. Yeah, the most important thing, like I said, is for delegates, to be able to identify the person they want to vote for.
Now, away from politics, when his dream of becoming a world-class footballer did not materialize, Michael Adomeji's urge to see himself succeed regardless became his push and pull. After some ups and downs in changing jobs, Michael settled on barbering, a trade he practices with such passion and zeal. He shares his struggles and successes with Hannah Odami in today's Stories of Hope.
Michael has always nurtured a strong ambition of being a footballer. When he completed junior high school, he put all his eggs in one basket: football or nothing else.
I went to Sahara where I was told selection of players is done. I was asked to pay 500 cedis registration fee, but I didn't have the money, so I had to find another means to survive.
He quickly had to make another plan to survive.
So I found work by washing utensils for a kinky seller. After a while, I changed to helping produce and sell paints.
And that was for Tech Thursday. Now we go to Tech Thursday, I beg your pardon. Accurate, timely weather forecast has been a challenge in Ghana and the West African sub-region. The Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology is therefore spearheading a project aimed at utilizing machine learning techniques to improve near real-time weather forecasts. Love FM's Chrissy Deborah has more.
The Advancing Nowcasting with Deep Learning Techniques under project is a collaborative study by scientists from KNUST, University of Tübingen, University of Leeds, University of Southeastern Norway, and the UK Centre for Ecology and Hydrology. The ANDEL project, when completed, will have the ability to autonomously tell the weather up to 72 hours. The project will contribute significantly to development and formulation of responsible and proactive early warnings. Dr. Jeffrey I, of the Department of Meteorology and Climate Science, KNUST, is the lead scientist.
What we want to do within the project is to build a typically autonomous system that would be able to learn the patterns of input data, be it the climate data or the land information data on their own, and then be able to use that to make predictions or to make forecasts which will be realistic and then also be necessary for adopting strategies that will be helpful for our day-to-day activities.
And that was Chrissy Deborah for Tech Thursday. Now to entertainment. Art and music shares numerous similarities, but the contrast between them has always been striking. African musician Mr. Easy has embarked on a mission to blur these distinctions through his latest album, Evil Genius. Jacqueline and Sumaya Boa has more.
To transcend the ordinary, popular Ghanaian-based Nigerian artist Mr. Easy has brought together artists from diverse corners of the world, each weaving their interpretations into the very fabrics of his songs on his new album titled Evil Genius. Mr. Easy says this innovative synergy between music and visual art breathed new life into his new album.
And because this album is very personal to me, I was looking for a way to more personally tell the story of the album. And right now, everything I'm looking at doing is connecting African music, African culture, African art, African movies together.
And that was Jacqueline and Sumayabo with entertainment, ending our bulletin this morning. In our top story, National Security Minister refuses to tender in findings on the IGP leak tape, insisting information gathered are classified and may have security consequences, it revealed. I'm Amusing Amateur Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panzapa. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Behind every door lies a world of opportunities.
And with Absa's flexible loans, you hold the master key to open all the doors to your dreams.
Doors to a new horizon and everything you could ever dream of. At ABSA, we help you open the doors to all your dreams. Whether you want to buy a home, a plot of land, or finance your personal projects, our flexible personal loans, mortgage, and credit cards can make it happen. Visit absa.com.gh to discover how to get things done. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Your preferred retirement partner, Apex Trustee, offers you an unmatched pension administration service that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. Our Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme will help you achieve financial peace of mind during retirement. Apex Trustee provides employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes, seeking to outsource the day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund schemes. Start the quality lifestyle journey you envisage for your retirement now. Call us on 0504 368048 or 0256 793330. Apex Trustee, a joyous retirement begins here.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
Guess what? Orca Decor is still celebrating our 20th anniversary. Get 50% off top quality furniture, accessories, decor, and more. Hurry, oh, hurry. The items are flying off the shelves. Visit Orca on Spintex Road and the newly opened Accra-Tema branch today.
Yeah, Charlie, so many vibes and I born 10 father, my sanaba. My many papa and you're not for more fear no more acquaintum. Trebiania, so I'm Maniscaco Fiesi and fancy that near fear for before Jawisi no parking. Ebemen Sujai Casa. Thanks to Sukasa, how to your nature. Sukasa see a damn brony friend affordable luxury homes, or more 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, where you're fully gated or grants and communities, or more malls, clubhouse, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. I'm with flexible payments, and yeah, I know my dear at Dow Casa, plus plus 100% guaranteed cashback. Yes, 100% guaranteed cashback. No quick financing stories. Contact Sukasa right now through phone calls or WhatsApp on 030-296-0865 and 055-369-7886. Charlie's social media so more, baby. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Sukasa GH. Email Susie at info@sukasa.com.gh. Sukasa, building on trust.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. L'argent no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 29 September 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Pios.
Hi, Kojo.
Yeah. How have you been?
It's been a while.
It really has. It really has. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, Kojo.
Yeah. Looking healthy and well.
Yeah.
While you were away, we went wild on the motorway. Not literally, but we went wild on the issue of the motorway. We got very concerned about how people keep dying, the accidents, the terrible surface of the road, and all that. So we spoke to the acting director of public affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority, Cecil Ni Obodai Wintum. Just listen to a little bit of what Cecil Wintum said.
Until we all agree nationally that we reconstruct the motorway, these remedial maintenance activities will continue to go on.
What do you think?
Interesting. And Cecil is
Cecil
at
Wintum,
the Highways Authority.
Yes, he's the acting director of public affairs.
Oh, okay. Asking us to do what?
To all agree that there's a need for the motorway to be repaired. Yes, we must all agree. It has to be not just majority vote, but unanimous vote. But if in case you have forgotten, I mean, it's not like we somebody disagrees. This, we thought it was something that was already resolved. Do you remember over a year ago when we spoke to the then government spokesperson for infrastructure, Kojo Frimpong, and he said this?
Let me state for the record, the most competent solution to the motorway is what government has adopted. It is not repair, it is not patching, it is a complete redesign, re-engineering, and reconstruction of the motorway.
Yeah. You remember that? So today we're looking at solutions. We're going to be talking to those who use this road the most. Okay, this thing is about them.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to be hearing more from them than any other. We want to hear from them. What needs to be done first? What are the priorities? How do we make this thing less of a death trap? People are dying there almost daily now. Right? Yeah. So this conversation is about them. It's okay. We've heard what those who we asked to fix it, what they have to say. We've heard them. Now it's our turn. Anna.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for the 6 a.m. news, we're grateful to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done for the 6 a.m. bulletin. And of course, for the Joy Business Report, which is coming up now with Pios. We are grateful to Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report with me, Pios Kojobaka. Coming up in our headlines, government announces reopening of domestic debt exchange program for investors who didn't sign up in February Also in this bulletin, Director General of World Trade Organization assures Ghana and other developing countries they will not be marginalized despite ongoing reforms with the World Trade Organization. And Treasury bills are unlikely to be included in the domestic debt exchange program in the near term. We'll hear from Fitch Ratings. These and many more shortly. On to our very first story. Government has announced that it is reopening the debt exchange program, particularly for investors who didn't sign up in February. The Finance Ministry, in a statement, noted that the opportunity will also cover holders of the ESLA PLC and Dachi Trust. The ministry added that government is aware of the number of holders of these bonds who did not participate in the earlier offer on time and therefore were left out. Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, in an earlier interview with Joy Business, had stated that the action was influenced by requests from the bondholders to be given another opportunity.
A number of them have already have also approached us, whether we can consider opening up for them to participate.
Does the legal framework allows you to do that? Because some would say that there were some who wanted an opportunity even to participate in the original. They were not given that opportunity. So now this second window, some will say that, is it fair when they had the opportunity and they didn't tender?
I mean, context is important. And so if they didn't understand what we offered to them and they now understand that, we should be able to come to some level of understanding to enable them participate so that we can also ameliorate the effects associated with holding the old bonds. But they are citizens of Ghana, they are participants in our economy. And so we should be able to support wherever we can so that people can feel the effect of the recovery of our economy.
Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, in that interaction with my colleague George Yafe. Now, ratings agency Fitch says it does not expect Treasury bills to be included in the domestic debt exchange program in the near term. According to the UK-based firm, despite the high yield on the short-term securities, it is only financing to that left for the government and therefore will not be suicidal to include it in the domestic debt restructuring. Here is Tony Owls, Senior Director, Emerging Market and African Sovereign Ratings at Fitch Ratings, and has been speaking at the Africa webinar series titled Reform and New Challenges in Western Africa.
We don't expect T-bills to be brought into this. It is true that would, obviously present quite a lot of savings. But just given the need for that as a sort of financing tool, we wouldn't expect that to be included. And I think in Ghana's case, but also just more generally, it's very complicated, I guess, to include that in a domestic debt restructuring. I guess the main question we would have now about the domestic debt restructuring is, is more about the medium term. When actually you've moved a lot of these maturities down the line, and so it sort of just magnifies the importance of the policy adjustments from now until then. Because as I say, when we get to 27, 28, we have this big hump of domestic debt service.
Thoughts of a Senior Director, Emerging Market and African Sovereign Ratings at Fitch Ratings, Toby Isles there. Now, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Nkojo-Iweala, has assured that Ghana and other developing countries will not be marginalized as a result of the ongoing reforms. The organization is currently undergoing reforms to deal with some issues about dispute settlements, agricultural subsidies, and make it more relevant to current issues. But speaking at an engagement with journalists in Geneva, Switzerland, on sidelines of the Public Forum Conference, the Director General said everything is being done to make the organization best placed for member countries.
There are no agreements that will be made without the developing countries participating. So it's not like you make agreements and then they have to implement and wonder how it will benefit them. All the agreements that are being discussed, they will be part and parcel of it, of those agreements, and will be able to state their concerns. The issue is they have to negotiate with other members. So that's what this is about. It's a consensus organization. So you have to get the other members to agree and support what you're demanding on, make compromises, negotiate so that you can get what you want. So,
meanwhile, the Director General is also urging Ghana to sign up to the organization's Fisheries Subsidies Initiative, which will protect countries' assets in the sea and review subsidies for the sector.
ratifying this agreement, the longer we wait, the more overfishing there is. So this is one reason why we are fighting very hard. So far, we have 43 members who have ratified. We need about 110, right? Yes. And so we have quite some ways to go. But already the pace, it's gathering pace. I was in Ghana with His Excellency, and they promised to ratify. Nicola and I were there. We haven't seen Côte d'Ivoire. President Ouattara had worked really hard on it, and I think they're almost there. We just need to push a little bit.
Ngozi Nkojo-Nweala is the Director General of the World Trade Organization. Still in Switzerland, trade analyst and program officer at Third World Network, Sylvester Bagoro, is asking government to deal with risks associated with agri and trade infrastructure to improve funding for the sector. It is coming after the 2023 World Trade Organization report showed that trade expansion in Ghana is being hampered by access and cost of credit. Mr. Bagoro, who was speaking to Joy Business in Geneva, Switzerland, said these issues must be addressed if government wants to make progress.
Can't have a situation where really this 21st century you have a product from Kenya to Ghana taking about 3 months because when you read the reports, the shipping line had to go to Singapore before coming back to Accra. That speaks about the trade infrastructure, and so governments must take deliberate action to do this. If you don't do this, I can tell you, 10 years from now we'll be talking the same story. 20 years from now we'll be talking the same story. So we need to be very deliberate that we have challenges internally we need to solve, but we should also forget about the international dimension, which can be very, very hostile to developing countries.
Back home in Ghana, small and medium-scale businesses in the Oti region have been urged to take advantage of opportunities presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement (AfCFTA) to expand their businesses into the continent. Alhaji Yusuf Yakubu, who is in charge of monitoring and evaluation at the AfCFTA National Coordination Office in Accra, urged the businesses to redirect their operations from the European markets into Africa. He was speaking at a day's sensitization workshop for business owners in the Oti region. There is more in this report.
It was a gathering of small and medium-scale business individuals in the Oti region at a day's sensitization program on the need to rebrand and meet acceptable standards in the export business with African Continental Free Trade Area (AfCFTA). Alhaji Yusuf Yakubu is a monitoring and evaluation officer from the National Coordination Office.
It is important that we work to ensure those who are already exporting to a European market or any other market within Africa will redirect them, because we have the single largest market in the world when we talk of Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
DOT Regional Minister Joshua Makubu says with proper packaging, he expects participants to take advantage of the opportunities available to expand their business to a global reach.
Sometimes back, Oti region, especially in the Nkwanta South municipality, were noted for the production of honey. I believe that if that honey was properly packaged and taken to the African market, it would have added more value to it, and the cost of production would have become less as compared to what they gains.
Moving on to some other stories, as part of efforts to reduce unemployment and create employment for the youth, the Ghana Grows Program has launched a research to aid policy direction and inform decisions to create a vibrant agribusiness value chain in agricultural, technical and vocational education and training. Speaking to Joy Business, Director of the Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Reverend Albert Okran, stated that educating young people about the opportunities of the agri value chain would encourage participation in the sector. He has been speaking at the launch of a research commissioned by the Ghana Grows Program.
Recent developments in the sub-region, unrest in some of the countries, it is obvious that the demand for food will go up. And so to the extent that we can create jobs, not just in the planting or direct farming, but in the distribution, processing, research, and several other jobs in the value chain, we can create opportunity for the young people. Let's take a simple one, like even deliveries, logistics, the dispatch riders delivering food. There's so much the young people can learn and do in these sectors.
Now, on Investor Eye today, if you suspect an investment arrangement to be a fraud, never go ahead to engage the company. Don't also provide any personal information to any suspicious investment company. Let's listen to the head of technical ICT and digital forensic at the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Amankwa Atta, as he provides some tips to avoid fraudulent investment schemes.
When someone feels they have received an investment message that could potentially be a scam, there are several steps they can take to protect themselves. 1. Do not respond to the message. Avoid engaging with the sender or providing any personal or financial information. 2. Research about the sender. Look up for the company or individual who sent you the online message. Check for any negative review or report of scam associated with their name. 3. Verify the information. If the message claimed to be from a reputable organization or financial institution, contact them directly through their official line. 4. Watch out for red flags. Be on the look for common signs of investment scam, such as they offering you guarantee of high returns with little to no risk.
To the commodities market, crude oil is selling this morning at $92 a barrel after increasing from yesterday's trading. Gold open trading at $1,909 an ounce. Cocoa gained a significant $77 in trading at $3,726 a ton. And again, to the currency market, a US dollar is going for 11 cedis 58 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound is still selling at 14 cedis 60 pesos. Meanwhile, the cedi gained value against the euro, trading at 12 cedis 40 pesos. That's it for the Joy Business Report, Kojo.
Pius, I know that you business guys, you value collaboration, partnership.
Certainly do.
Yeah. So when three big names in gospel come together to collaborate, we've got a great inspirational song on our hands.
Great one.
So this one is by Chandler Moore, Maverick City Music, and Kirk Franklin.
I can't wait.
You'll love it. You'll love it. It's called Kingdom. Such a big song. It has to have a big name. And it's brought to us, as always, by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, as well as Water Tank, where Duraplast goes, water flows. So for Microphone buttons are very slippery. Hello, Raymond.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes. Now I'm almost like you.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Academy.
At least the only part we share something is the type of phone.
Oh, so you have brought this thing up again. It wasn't meant for public consumption.
Yeah.
But I received a gift.
And your congratulations.
Thank you. I received a gift of a new phone, which is very nice. And I thank those who gave it to me.
It couldn't be 15. It couldn't be 15.
No, 15 is not out yet.
Yeah.
I don't think. Anyway, let me not say what I don't want to say.
When you order from yesterday, you get it on September 24th. Yeah.
I see. That one is for another level of citizen. Yes. Okay. Well, it's nice to be together with you guys. VZ.
Yeah.
You look sprightly and bright and awake as usual.
For my son, he's 10 today.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm in the birthday mood.
It's very hard sometimes to remember that Mama V has, like such big kids.
It's not my birthday, it's my son's birthday.
No, I said
one of my sons. No, Aaron.
Who? Your son who?
No, my son is not Aaron. My son is Nana Kwame.
I'm very confused.
Aaron is confusing Nana Kwame's birthday. I'm just talking to Aaron. I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm here.
She's reacting to people outside of you.
Reacting to people who are not part of this conversation.
Stop confusing me there.
But I'm listening to you fully.
I was just trying to say that looking at Mama B is very hard to imagine her with such grown-up kids. Mama B is still.
I'm still 16.
Sprightly young, woman about town. So yeah,
I am not participating in the mass deception of
Thank
people.
you, Kojo.
Anytime.
Thank you. As for you see it, and when you see it, you say it.
I
love you.
I'm not going to commit any fraud on the people of this republic.
Hey. So you are telling me that what I said?
I have not said so.
I'm one quote.
Not at all.
He's been telling people I'm 60.
Hey.
Almost not there yet. I mean, which is factual.
Charlie, with friends like this. Anyway, the news review.
Oh, before that, let's do our Drive Safe campaign, Kojo. I'm still on the traffic lights, the non-functioning traffic lights. I've seen there's some of the traffic lights that I have complained about in the past. Some have been fixed, especially those on the Tesano stretch. But this other side of town, still the Electoral Commission area, the Accra Psychiatric Hospital area, that's critical. And I saw something sometime this week on the high streets. We're trying to fight corruption. Do you know that this non-functioning traffic light is also creating some corruption situation? So when the MTTD guys stop the vehicles, they are supposed to stop, make way for other vehicles to pass. They are trying to control traffic.
Yeah.
But if you want to go, even though you've been stopped, you have to grease somebody's palm. And I saw it. I was so saddened. I was waiting for my turn, right? And then I saw it on the opposite side of the road, and I was like, oh my God, why? And so he took monies from about 2 vehicles so that even though he had asked that lane to stop, they could move.
So this is one of the few examples, of the corruption not being initiated by the police, but by the citizen.
Oh yes,
because I'm sure he wasn't walking around in the intersection with a billboard hanging around his neck saying, "Bribe me and go first."
No.
But someone tried it, and of course, because he's corrupt, he accepted it. But this is who we are. We will try to destroy every system. So it makes me wonder why leaders don't actually plan for this. We don't plan for the attempts by the public to obstruct and destroy every system we establish.
The effect of non-functioning traffic lights. Our Drive Safe campaign, as always, is brought to you by Johnny's and Multimedia Group and supported proudly by Toyota Superior Quality. If we do not fix the traffic lights that are not functioning, you see what could happen.
All right, let's learn how to say it right. It's brought to you this morning by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. It's also brought to you by Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Who is ready for another new word? Right, here it is. Insouciant. 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 It's an adjective which means not caring or showing a lack of concern. This is one of the words the English inherited from the French, who spell it the same way but pronounce it insouciant. This means uncaring or not bothered, just as it does in English. There are two French words at play here. Un, which means not, and souciant, which means caring. Let's use insouciant in a sentence. When strangers insult me on social media, I usually respond with an insouciant shrug. Now, kids, I hope you've been writing down all these new words because there will be a test one of these days.
All right, now before we get into the news review brought to you by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough. Raymond, you actually spoke to the lawyer for Ayita Precious, the person who is seeking to cite the EC boss for contempt. When you spoke to the lawyer, Ni Papo Ado, last night, he said that they're going to report the commission to the court because it appears that they are seeking to allegedly interfere with the service of the summons. He says that there have been attempts to serve the EC with no success. Let's listen to Nick Papuado.
The conduct of the Electoral Commission is shameful. What they are doing is interfering with the service of the court process. We are left with no choice but to go back to the High Court and ask the High Court for superior service of the process. If Mr. Slebo is saying that they are not presenting any bail from the court to enter the premises, I am saying that tomorrow morning I'm going to ask the bailiffs and lawyers from our office with cameras from your television station to go to the head office of the Electoral Commission tomorrow.
Yeah, he also talked about some of the technical challenges, among other issues that have dogged the first 2 days of registration. Listen.
I've not heard of any bailiff entering the office who has been prevented. I don't think anybody who will give advice or instruction that nobody should come to the office. I entered the office without any hindrance and I left without any hindrance. And it has not come to my attention that anybody has been prevented from coming to the office.
All right, that was actually the EC's director of Electoral Services, Dr. Sribo Kweku. He actually was saying in there that the doors of the commission are open. Nobody has prevented the service of the summons. Okay, so he then also talked about some of the challenges that have dogged the first 2 days. Let's listen to him.
For 3 years, our officials have not been using the machine, so it affects their speed and they make small mistakes that they are corrected. So all that is happening is normal. The challenges will start and you'll be able to address them.
Ray, isn't that interesting, right? So after the first day, there were technical problems with machines, and his explanation is that they've not been used for 2 years. So when they started using them, they realized some of them had problems. So the second day, that was yesterday, it improved according to the EC. But John Dumelo, who was very active on the ground when the registration was happening, was not quite happy with how he had to basically drive people there, keep them there the whole day and feed them anyway, because he's brought people's children to come and register. Then they cannot go through the process because there's a problem with the EC's machines, at the headquarters where the IRSO was gone. And you might think the problem with location is only in rural areas. If you live somewhere in IRSO where gone, it's legal, so you have to come to come and register. And the mother does not feel that she gets anything out of getting the child to come and register. Somebody ought to move them from that place to the registration center. And of course, across the country, there are also some difficulties with how much people were spending to get to the registration center. Dr. Siwokwaku says, we have heard these claims, and after 2 days, we know that they are real and germane. What we will do going forward is that if we need to gazette new places, like the call for them to do electoral areas, it will take us 21 days. We can't afford that now in the process. So maybe going forward, we can look at how to expand it to the other areas. So let's look at the numbers when we are done with the exercise in the weeks that we have to finish this one. If the numbers are still far below the expectation, then we'll take a decision going into the future on what to do with this.
So why couldn't they take the decision before the exercise?
Especially when they were prompted before it.
When all these issues were raised. So now during the exercise, is it that they've realized that they were wrong?
No, he didn't say that they were wrong.
But they
said that some of them are very legitimate ones.
But they were not willing to consider these issues before they started.
Because, for example, they didn't expect the breakdown of machines, which really, because they have not worked for 2 years, he explained could be the problems.
So do you reckon that's not something they should have anticipated? If you haven't used something for 2 years and you are planning to use it in a week's time, you don't test it?
At least. But they mostly test these machines. I know that they do a mock run days or weeks before the actual exercise is done.
But from this explanation, it doesn't sound like there was. Because if you say that the machines have been sitting there for 2 years, and so when you started using them, you discovered that there were challenges.
And you know, in Tamale or somewhere in the northern region, they actually started around 3 p.m. because basically most of the machines were not functioning the way they were supposed to function. So in all fairness, they had to basically ship new ones there to get them to start that late. But perhaps maybe this is first 2 days. Today is the third day. Going into the future, they may have those challenges clarified.
But the 21 days already started counting 2 days ago.
Yes. So maybe we have that 1.5.
So if by the time this exercise is concluded, the EC realizes that all the things that people were, all the issues people were raising are real, just as they are admitting that these issues are germane now. If they realize by the end of it that everything that people were saying was real, they will then have to take a decision of what to do on top of what they've done, which will cost even more.
So the other argument they were making was that, see, every time we have done this limited registration, they do evaluation, midstream or at the end of it, to see whether there is real need for extension. And they make provision ahead of it, because you think about what difficulties may come up along the line. So the possibility of an extension or anything close to that will happen. I think the complaint was that bring it down to the people closer. That's what they're saying. Now it may be impossible. But going into the future, perhaps they will do another limited registration before the next election. Maybe that's when they are likely to do this. So that's the explanation they've been given. Meanwhile, they are still being chased with what they call a contempt application.
Which their doors are open, but the application just hasn't been able to enter the doors.
That's serious.
The open doors.
But that's something that the court can easily resolve. Because if you make 3 attempts and you're unsuccessful, for some reason you're not able to, you just have to go back to court.
So it's been 2 days. Today will be the third time that they are
substituted service.
They would attempt to do so.
Because these days you can be served via WhatsApp.
The doors are open. The doors are open. All right, let's quickly get through these headlines.
The Daily Guide newspaper, IGP Kokonsa tape doctored, according to chairman of the committee that's been probing this matter attached here. Race for NPP flag bearer, Kennedy Baumia pick number 1 and 2, jilted fetish priest, cuts off ex-girlfriend's arm. This should be an allegation, because it's not been proven. Inflation drops to 40.1%. Convict chases judge in courtroom after sentencing.
What's going on?
This is on pay, and this happened.
This is not Ghana, right?
This is Ghana, and this is Accra. You know, the first time it was in Kumasi, and then Tamale, now in Accra.
There's a very terrible court at Jabin, and that place is very possible. I'm telling you. Because you not only see if you enter, the judge also comes from the back. It's very easy to be able to track and chase the man.
So it
this
says
is not funny. Honestly, it's just the mental image is ridiculous, to be honest. I don't know how we've allowed our courtrooms to become such a place where decorum is so absent.
I thought policemen were already stationed there.
I was gonna say story says, and then I said drama.
Okay.
Drama unfolded in an Accra Circuit Court on Wednesday when a businessman, Frank Kwesi, confronted the judge after being handed a 15-year prison sentence for charges of conspiracy to steal, abetment of crime, and money laundering. So, after the sentencing, I want to just quickly go to the exchange. He said, "Please, do you know me somewhere? Why have you given me a 15-year jail term?" He then proceeded to remove his shirt and approach the judge in an aggressive manner.
Ready to fight.
So typically you'd find that the police officer guarding the courts would be at the entrance, but the accused person would be very close to, there's a box where you stand, and depending on how big or small the courtroom is, they would be either a little far or a bit closer to the judge. In between, you won't find, unless there's a police prosecutor, but there won't be any security person there.
That's interesting. I've been to a court in the UK before, not the US. In the UK, they have private security that guards entrances, and then the police guards the bench.
Judge. Oh, so standing right by the judge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have it's the same in the US as well. So you have the stenographer, or whatever they are called, and then you've got a guard, and then the judge is right there, and then you've got the rest of the setup, and then at the doors you have private security companies hired to guard the court complex.
When we rebuild our courts, we certainly should have some of these in place anyway. Now, the Business Finder is reporting this morning: cocoa price. NPP farmers paid 70% of $2,600 FOB, but NDC farmers paid. Listen, NPP says farmers are being paid 70% of 2,600 FOB. NDC says farmers have been paid 61.7% of 2,950 FOB. So this is the debate in the Republic of Ghana as to how much farmers have actually been paid. Yesterday there were two major press conferences. The NDC went to somewhere in the middle of the country to go and do the press conference. The MPP did their own at the headquarters also, responding. And the Cocobot CEO has been going around trying to clarify the numbers.
It's only in Ghana.
It's a calculation problem.
It's only politics that can turn maths into a debate. Okay, the online review is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
What do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just stop up anywhere? Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goyle's Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for a vehicle. Goyle Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel. Goyle Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle with over 440 stations across the nation. Join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. Goyle Good Energy.
All right, lots of stories of my joy online, but we've got to go for the BBC News, brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Goyle, good energy.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
The search for a distinctive university to attend is now over. I introduce you to Heritage Christian College, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium, affiliated to KNUST and UCC and accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission.
The university offers Bachelor of Business Administration programs with options in accounting with computing, marketing, accounting, human resource management, business information technology management, entrepreneurship and technology innovation, Bachelor of Science courses in information technology and information security, nursing, and a Bachelor of Theology. We offer student entrepreneurship training with financial support.
The entry qualifications include WASSCE, SSCE, GBCE, HND, and diploma in relevant fields. Mature entrants can also come if they are 25 years and above.
We also offer 12-month Master of Science programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management.
Contact us on 0547 777 731.
Heritage Christian College, a university educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
There's never been a better time to own a home. Republic Bank slashes interest rates on all its CD mortgage products. Yes, switch and sign on to any of our CD mortgages. Enjoy ultra low interest rates and pay less to live in your dream home. Coolé! Call 054 0109 649, 054 0109 901 or email myhome@republicghana.com. Offer is valid until 31st January 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Mahmoud Abbas is aging, his government deeply unpopular.
There is no national project, no vision, no direction.
And there seems to be no plan on what happens next.
Most people today believe the Palestinian Authority today is a burden on the Palestinian people.
So this week we're asking, what's next for Palestinian leadership?
The risks here are tremendous because they do involve internal strife becoming violent.
Once people have lost hope, they start to do hopeless things.
The inquiry starts after the news.
Made that long anticipated appearance. You know, during the news review, I was trying to make a point about the seriousness of the original tape and the things we heard said in it, for which reason Parliament thought they had to probe it. Now that they've started probing it, we're now asking what's the end game? And it's a fair question because there is a limit to what Parliament can do. I mean, what can they sack an IGP? Can they replace? Can they sack a police officer? What can they really do? But that doesn't mean that this process has been useless. It's been very useful because it has revealed a lot to us and put a lot on record that in the past we only guessed at. We only took for granted. We didn't understand the nuance of it, the detail of it, the seriousness of it. But here are the facts. The Ghana Police Service is deeply partisan. Deeply. Maybe it's an intended effect of the Constitution and the way the police council itself is set up, the way the IGP is appointed, maybe these things were designed to put the police under the control of the party in power. Maybe. But what's the solution? Can a solution be found through Parliament? Can a solution be found through Parliament? So I'm wondering, once we've got all the concern, then what? Mama V makes the important point about other serious things that have happened, which did not seem to rise to the level of a parliamentary probe, in situations where Parliament could actually have done something. And the people who were shot in Techiman is one example. Charlie, people were shot during our elections, and it's almost like we've forgotten. No institution looked into it. No institution. Did even the police themselves look into it? People died. So I don't know. Honestly, it leaves a bad taste.
And they can trace bullets to guns, to people who were issued these guns.
With serial numbers.
Yes, they can actually, if they wanted to investigate properly. And Kojo, that's why, I am one of those who really feels that it's much ado about nothing.
Yeah.
See, there is nothing that this committee will reveal that was not reviewed in previous police probes and recommendations. This is an adult committee anyway. Those commissions were by the state, the executive. Some of the recommendations were binding on the executive. Let's start from the most recent one. I also was work on. This thing about partisan deployment and all of that was also raised.
Yeah.
There were recommendations made on it. Are we saying that between, I also was 2019 or so, between that time and this time around, we have not done any change at all? So we need another committee to repeat these recommendations so that now we'll be given effect by who? Or it will be implemented. I'm saying the state set up a committee. The report was sent to the presidency. The presidency had a white paper on it. Let me go back a little bit. We can skip the work that was done after Major Mahama to improve police, military, and other engagements, and go to as far back as the National Reconciliation Committee. For 2 good years, a committee sat in the Republic of Ghana, reviewing from Nkrumah's time straight down to all the periods we had, the conduct of everybody. It was determined that more than 87% of the atrocities were committed by security services. Let's put that in perspective. They took each of the security services, including the police, reviewed it. Eminent men and women gave wonderful recommendations. The last time I tracked, less than 30% of the recommendations have been implemented. I remember I spoke to a police officer, a very senior police officer, about implementation of their section of it, because I was taking the institutions one by one, so that we can see whether when we do some of these things, and these are committees by the executive themselves, funded fully. Some of them are commissions of inquiry, which are full force of law, which actually sometimes gives you the power to do the things.
With very credible people.
Oh, yes. If those ones and their recommendations did not, and this issue about how divided the police services, the recruitment, the issues to do with the who becomes an IGP, check. They even recommended an alternative route. Yeah. They said there are states where it's almost like promotion within the ranks. So there isn't any appearance of an external control, making an appointment and giving you that. Others also disagreed with that and said, since an executive role and enforcement of law is an executive role, executive has to have a role in it. It is. I am not sure that the Atacha committee has the magic wand to now reform the police. And that's the other point. But as to whether there are internal differences within the police, listen, it has become more recently the issue that there isn't a single state institution that's either not divided, be it security or otherwise, that's either not divided, partisan. We have lost touch with what was the original conception, that a bureaucratic structure, allegiance is to the state, not to a political party or to even government. Allegiance to the state, not political party or government. But I'm not sure the Atacha committee will fix that problem.
No.
So, where is it going?
Yeah. So I think we ask that question even more because of the IGP appearing. You know, if they had limited it to the people on the tape, the people who were allegedly plotting, the people who were talking about the mafia tactics, you wanted to authenticate if that was their voices on the tape. But I mean, the whole like long hours with the IGP talking. I think that's just what raised the issue again of where are we going with this.
When the cocaine issue happened, sometime Tagos cocaine issue happened, what did we do? Professor Kofi Ajekum followed the tape to London to go and authenticate it, determine which voices were what. The people in that committee, do they have the competence, qualifications, and ability to do that authentication?
And that's why, with all due respect, sometimes I just think that we're being played. Like this one, somebody's just playing us.
There was a technical person on the committee, though, to deal with those issues of authentication and all that. In any case, the witnesses came to admit that it was them. But the whole thing.
No, tape 1 or tape 2 or tape 3. No, tape 1 or tape 2. Because I mean, the admissions were on tape 1 first until the new tapes were resurfaced.
New tapes are they being denied?
Yeah, we are looking at this.
We were giving some time to go to authenticate them. The committee was listening keenly so that they can find some time.
Just call the people and ask them. Was this you? IGP.
Country, we love you so much. Good morning, especially to Dr. Chris Adai, who's making his way to work this morning. And he's just sent me a bit of an alert, okay? So, you know Dr. Agarwal's eye clinic on the Testano stretch. Between that structure and the Abeka Junction traffic lights. Apparently, in the median, the central reservation, there is a pole that has been hit by a car and it's falling onto the road.
Yes.
Now, it's been like this for several days, almost the whole week now.
Yes, I actually have a video of it.
Yeah, Mama V, I don't know why it's still there. I mean, there's a police station about 120 meters away from it. The Testano police station.
Even less.
So, I mean, can the authorities really claim they haven't seen this? Please, it's been 4 days. Come on. Do you want somebody to die before you go and move it? I beg you, let's not make some of these things turn into radio, content before you do your jobs. We beg you. The human lives are at stake. Thank you very much.
Baby, let me talk to you, baby.
Well, today, it's all about roads anyway. We're very concerned about what's happening on the motorway, or what is not happening, to be precise. Because in 2021, this was supposed to happen.
Let me state for the record, the most competent solution to the motorway is what government has adopted. It is not repair, it is not patching, it is a complete redesign, re-engineering, and reconstruction of the motorway.
Yeah, complete redesign, reconstruction, and Yeah, it hasn't happened. And so now that the surface of the motorway has just become unbearable, and look, when I say unbearable, I mean unbearable. On Sunday, we were driving back into Accra after visiting my sister in Tema, and look, it's a gauntlet, it's a death trap. Okay, you don't know, especially because it's dark, you don't know where these potholes are. All right, and there's a car in front of you, the car to your right or to your left, depending on which lane you're in. And if the car in front of you comes upon one of these deadly looking potholes with sharp ridges, which if that car hits, God alone knows what it would cause your car, how far it will cause your car to fly, right? And so they seek to immediately avoid it. Well, guess what will happen? Either you are going to have to step on your brakes, make an emergency stop, and God knows who else will come and drive into you from behind, or maybe they'll try to swerve and they'll drive into the traffic in the lane, in the next lane, and that might be you. So look, this is a clear and present danger every single day. The death toll is rising at a rate that is alarming. And this is what the acting director of public affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority had to say about it.
Until we all agree nationally that we reconstruct the motorway, these remedial maintenance activities will continue to go on.
Baby, let me talk to you, baby.
Yeah, it seems we must all agree before the problem gets solved. But how is this affecting you? How is this affecting you? The motorway is one of the most important roads in the country. Okay, everything that gets imported into this country comes through the motorway. We are a very import-dependent nation. So look, there is something in your house today. There's something you're going to spend money on today that had to come in through the motorway. That road is important. And by the way, the evidence that we are an import-dependent country is by the proof of which side of the motorway has deteriorated more than the other. So the Accra to Tema side is not as bad as the Tema to Accra side, because there are more loaded trucks coming from the harbour than going to the harbour by a country mile. And that's the reason why the deterioration on that side is so much worse. The motorway is already past its, effective sell-by date, if you will. You don't sell a motorway, but basically it has gone past its lifespan by 10 years at least. Okay, and we're still using it.
Okay, so Kojo, we are concentrating on the solution, right? And we were promised that some work would happen on the motorway by way of the demolition exercise. And so we will bring an update on that exercise, what happened yesterday, what the situation is this morning.
And we'll be hearing from you, the users of this motorway. You tell us the reality of your situation. All of that coming up on the Super Morning Show today on Joy 99.7 FM. But listen, get started. Use the hashtag JoySMS and tell us what it's like to have to use that motorway every day.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, 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 joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, let's get into it, and we'll start with this. Mercedes-Benz says you can bring all of your vehicles, whether commercial or passenger, for free inspection. And by the way, when I say Mercedes-Benz, I'm talking about the name that has been behind Mercedes-Benz in Ghana for 25 years. I'm talking about Silver Star Auto. Okay, they are giving you the green light to give your Mercedes-Benz the care it deserves. All right, so go easy on your pocket and schedule your free inspection today. Go to any of their outlets in Accra at Graphic Road, Tema, or Kumasi. The promo ends on the 30th of September 2023. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, so as a business owner, you want your business to grow. The Fidelity Ejapa account is here to help. With the Fidelity Ejapa account, you enjoy convenient payments and cash collections options such as GHQR, mobile money collect, and mobile teller cash collection, access to competitively priced loans, a dedicated relationship officer, free insurance cover worth up to 48,000 Ghana cedis, free inter-account transfer, and free subscription to our e-banking platforms. If you think this sounds good, well, wait for what I'm about to tell you. The Fidelity Ejapa account is an interest-earning current account. Interest-earning current account, and it's available to both registered and sole proprietors trading in their personal name. So if you're a sole proprietor or self-employed individual, it's time to do good business with Fidelity Bank. Join hundreds of businesses that have already signed up to the Fidelity Ejapa account, and it might just be your best decision yet. Dial star 776 star 0 hash or visit fidelitybank.com.gh today to sign up for a Fidelity Ejapa account. Terms and conditions apply. Together, we're more. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
All right, now a poorly maintained car engine can age faster, and that is why Total Energies Ghana is offering the specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough which will help your engine's performance and improve protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz keep your engine younger for longer.
And if you're looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipments, then look no further. IAS FedEx offers a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight, be it less container load or full container load, customs clearance, and documentation. Their international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. They have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in the local customs clearance processes and procedures. IAS FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for their client. Terms and conditions apply. Please contact IAS FedEx for free consultation on international freight services and customs clearance processes. Call them on 050-160-5000 or 050-163-1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is firmly secured.
All right, the Sukasa Ogranson Community's affordable luxury housing project is now rolling out its affordable housing units on sale for the 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting from $97,500 or the city equivalent, and of course the 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $195,000 or the city equivalent. They give you various convenient payment options as well. Projects are currently in East Legon Hills and Aimensa. Their office is on Lagos Avenue. Call them on 0302-960865 or WhatsApp 055-369-7886 for your inquiries. You can also reach them via email. It's info@sukasa.com.gh, and you can get them on all social media handles as SukasaGH. Sukasa, building on trust.
Now, Toyota Ghana is offering a huge price discounts in these vehicles. On these vehicles, the dynamic stylish, the robust Hilux, and the powerful Fortuna diesel. And when you also purchase any of these vehicles, you get free servicing for an entire year. This opportunity won't be around forever, so start a conversation with Toyota Ghana today. Visit their showrooms here in Accra-Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, and Takrady, or reach them on phone. Number is 0302-910-204. Credit purchase is available through special arrangement. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, the Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited back to school promotion is on until the 31st of October, and you get 10 to 15% discounts on all school items. I'm talking textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more across all branches here in Accra. Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Winneba, and Cape Coast. So if you're a parent, teacher, or a student, hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call 0302-764-101 or 0302-764-209. You can also email info@kingdomgh.com or just go to kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, ICAG, is organizing its 60th anniversary presidential luncheon themed Our Planet, Our Health, Our Well-Being. Date is 28th of September 2023 at 12. Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra will be the venue. Guest of honor, Mr. Michael Mensah-Ba, Deputy CEO, Development Bank Ghana. Join the guest speaker, Dr. Felix Sanya, Executive Chairman, Holy Trinity Medical Center. Now, for registration, please visit icag.org to register at a rate of 1,200 Ghana cedis, or call ICAG on 0243-551-788 or 0208-920-373. Get your ticket reserved, and for sponsorship as well, you can contact these numbers. ICAG Presidential Luncheon is not just a lunch, but a great platform for business networking and nurturing great partnerships, so don't miss it. Proudly sponsored by PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, EY, BOG, GCB, Cocoa Board, Dion and Nerd International, Obsidian, Archna, Vivo Energy, ACCA, SIC, Priority Insurance, Mazes, MTN, VRA, Nafas, RN Ventures, Casapreco, Enterprise Group, Total, Family Health Organization, Media Partners, Graphic News Plus, and the Multimedia Group.
Right, the Yatisu Loans promotion is still going on at SG Ghana until the 29th of September. If you're looking to pay those bills without shedding a tear, or sort out the kids' school fees, or refurbish your home, or start building your dream castle you've always fantasized about, this is the golden ticket, okay? Now, you've got more time to jump on it, so dash into any of the 42 networked outlets or just call 0302-214-314 and let them sprinkle some financial magic into your life. Yatisu Loans promotion reloaded now ends on the 29th of September. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. All right, time for the nutrition line from Nestlé, and they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. Milo. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestlé Nutrition Line. Nestlé Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestlé Ghana Limited. Nestlé Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to another educative edition of Nestlé Nutrition Line. It's always such a delight to share these moments with you. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajiliswa. I hope you're well and ready for a great day. Today we're discussing the role of zinc in eye health. Zinc is a mineral found in high concentrations in the retina of the eye. It works with enzymes that help the retina respond to incoming light signals and also helps it absorb ultraviolet light. Zinc also helps boost the immune system to keep the body healthy. Studies have indicated that zinc, in combination with other nutrients, helps decrease the progression of macular degeneration of the eyes. Zinc also works with vitamin A to make the pigment melanin. We have melanin in our skin, hair, and eyes, and it protects the eyes by absorbing potentially harmful ultraviolet light. Zinc is found in many foods including shellfish, meat, poultry, dairy products, beans, mushrooms, nuts, seeds, and grains. Time to part, sweet company. Time flies when you're having fun, but luckily we're only a phone call away and can keep the conversation going. So do please reach out. We're standing by and more than happy to hear from you. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS or call, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The following numbers: 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. Do remember to have an eye checkup once a year, especially when you're over 40 years old. Now go out and do something incredibly, remarkably amazing with your life. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
My man, I heard there's a new app on the streets that does it all for you.
Really? How is that possible?
Charlie, I also could not believe it too. But I downloaded the app and I'm telling you, I was able to chat with my friends, make video calls and...
Well, we know of many apps that can do that.
Oh, let me finish, la. I was also able to listen to the latest songs, play games and read the latest sports news.
For real?
Yeah, and I can send and receive money from the app. Amazing, no?
What's the name of this app?
It's called Ayoba.
Ayoba?
Yeah, Ayoba.
Get Ayoba, your all-in-one app that lets you chat, call, share, play, pay, and listen to music all in one app for everyone. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN and download the Ayoba app today. Everywhere you go.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Wanna
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet.
Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
All right, birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Franco Trading Enterprise, still for Papa Pef. All right. So, whose birthday is it today?
Oh, it's my son's birthday. I've said it. Yes. He's 10 today. That's
10
my
years old.
Youngest. Nana Kwame Setri Wuswabwaji. Happy birthday to you, darling. You know we love you from Daddy, from Papa, and myself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, now I've got a belated birthday wish from my niece. Okay, so my niece turned 5 yesterday, and that's Kayla Na Adaku Hammond. Okay, they are 3 sisters, lovely girls, and they are on their way to school right now with their mom, Giselle Hammond. So Kayla was 5 yesterday, and she goes to the Light Academy. So happy birthday to Kayla. All right, a few more to go, and special happy birthday here to Hajia Alima to Sumaila of Buipe. May you continue to be a shining star. It's from Richard. Happy birthday to Maureen Okwe. May this day bring you lots of fun. It's from Efo Baraka. Efo Baraka, I believe it is. Okay, happy birthday to Empress Yom Olivia Sanid. It's from Yelsom Seli Wintima and Suleiman Sanid, who is the MP for Ahafo Ano North. One more. Happy birthday to Dr. Titus Bill, who of course is with the Ghana Medical Association, from your wife Dr. Vera Bill and the boys Benito, Titus, Jeremy and Jesse.
Okay, I have one here. It says happy birthday wish to my brother Emmanuel Okang of the Lands Ministry, and then my son Samuel Gerard Ajete Sowa Jr., who turns 9 today. This is from James Sowa. What are the odds? Your brother and son celebrating their birthday on the same day.
It's a happy birthday to Miss Na Kokoi of Ministry of Communication and Digitalization.
All right, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, we're here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV, it's your moment.
So just imagine sitting in the stands of Anfield cheering on Liverpool FC and joining several fans jump and scream at Mo Salah's stand and go. Well, this dream could come true for you, because Standard Chartered wants to take you and your partner to Anfield to watch Liverpool FC play live. It's simple to be eligible. If you are a non-client, then download the SC mobile app, open an account, start transacting. But if you're an existing client, just keep transacting more to participate in this campaign. Remember, the more you transact, the more presents you gain in the basket for that final draw that selects the ultimate winner. There are other consolation prizes. Open the account, transact now to watch Liverpool FC play live at Anfield. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Standard Chartered, here
for good. All right, so just keep doing what you do every single day, and Momo Season will reward you for it. Download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store. Use Momo Pay for your day-to-day transactions as a merchant, either through the QR code or the merchant ID, and stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis every week, among other amazing prizes. Merchants also receive payments and win. So just keep using your Momo Pay on the Momo app and get rewarded. What are we doing today? Transact more with Momo Pay, earn more more points and win big this Momo season. Go to momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh for your Momo for Business account today. It's Momo season, so just Momo it with Momo Pay. Terms and conditions
apply.
Thank you.
Also, to win every week, football players need to train for many years. Well, OneXBet players can get on the road to success much faster. Take part in the Jackpot of the Week promotion. Go to the promotion page on the site or in the bookmaker's application and get a chance to win. Now, no one guarantees that you will quickly become a millionaire. However, success favors only brave ones. So risk and win. Register on OneXBet and get a welcome bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis with promo code GH Jackpots. Good morning, friends.
Good morning, Mama V, and good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. Coming up this morning, we have football, basketball, boxing, as well as athletics, all coming up in the next 10 minutes. Let's begin with the Black Stars, though. Their head coach is Chris Hughton. He's praised the goalkeeping performance so far in his tenure as head coach. In the 5 matches he's played, he's conceded 3 goals. He's of the view that the goalkeeping department has been a heavy contributor in the team's recent success of qualifying for a 10th successive AFCON.
One area, if one of the concerns has been that we haven't scored enough goals, then certainly one of the pluses has been is that we haven't conceded so many. And if we haven't conceded so many, then that is also a big part of what the goalkeeper does. So we work with the quality of keepers that we have, and we are very, very happy to work with them, and they're very, very much part of any win that we have, any result that we have, certainly in a result where we don't concede goals.
That's Chris Hughton. Let's stay with the goalkeeping department then, because the goalkeepers trainer for the Black Stars is Richard Olele-Kingston. He's urged football fans to be patient with the current team. Pressure is on for the Black Stars to end the 41-year wait for an AFCON trophy when Cote d'Ivoire hosts the tournament next January. According to Kingston, who himself has not won an AFCON tournament, the current group are not yet settled but have the potential with time to win the tournament.
The most important thing about team is teamwork, the unity and the love. This is new national team, the Black Stars. Now we are coming together. So I think before the AFCON will start, we will get to know each other very well. And I believe with that we'll get far in the coming AFCON. I cannot promise you the champion, but I always believe that one day I will be a champion.
What a thing, Richard. Now, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo has criticized the Ghana Football Association for attempting to block George Afriyie's effort to appeal against his disqualification to contest for the presidential seat. Afriyie was disqualified by the Elections Committee for failure to provide a required number of members to support his candidacy. He was then provided with a 3-day period to contest the decision, but the appeal process was not plain sailing as his representatives were initially denied entry at the FA's headquarters. Though the appeal was eventually filed and delivered, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo described the incident as unfortunate and shameful.
The FA is a democratic institution, and such a practice does not augur well for the democratic institution they say themselves to be. That conduct to me was very shameful. It looks as if the principles and the statutes of the FA are not being respected. That is shameful and unfortunate. Now let me make this final remark. Elections must be conducted on an even playing field.
That's Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Let's go to boxing now. 3 more Ghanaian boxers suffered defeats yesterday at the ongoing Paris 2024 Olympic qualifying event in Dakar, Senegal, bringing the total number of Ghanaian boxers eliminated from the competition to 11. In their quarterfinal fights yesterday, Onela Sathud, Joseph Kome and Jonathan Tete all lost their fights. But Theophilus Pakpo Aloti progressed to the semi-finals in the men's flyweight division after getting past his Ugandan opponent, Fathia Shafiq Mawanda. Aloti remains the only Ghanaian boxer in contention for qualification to next year's Olympic Games. He takes on Ala Eddin Zidi of Tunisia in the semi-finals at 5 p.m. today. Jojo F. Singh is the Black Bombers media officer in Senegal.
He has come this far and he stands a chance of making it for Ghana if he's able to qualify to the final and win the final fight. It will not be that easy against his Tunisian opponent, but we trust in his resilience, his reflexes, and the fortitude that he has come so far with. Theophilus, as is known, perhaps might stand fighting the African number one. That's Patrick Chinyumba of Zambia, if he's able to go to the finals, and that will be good for Ghana. We are still giving him the needed support, encouraging him.
That's right. In order to qualify, he needs to win his division. Now, Jojo Efsing also says, although they are disappointed that 11 of the 12 boxers they took to Senegal will not be booking tickets to the Olympic Games, there are still other opportunities to qualify more boxers to Paris 2024.
We have another 2 window of opportunity. One in February to March in Italy, where the opportunity for slots in various categories is much higher. Either we get 4 or 5 from each category at Italy, which is the world stage, and also in May in Thailand, which is also another platform. So as much as we are disappointed in Dakar, Senegal here, we still have the hope of qualifying as much as possible in the other windows of opportunity in the various platforms that will be given to us.
Jojo Efsing speaks for the Ghana amateur boxing team, the Black Bombers. He's in Senegal. Now it's official. Ghana's most prestigious long-distance event, the Accra Marathon, will be held on the 11th of November under a new banner. First National Bank is the headline sponsor, and the partnership was announced on Wednesday morning at the company's head office here in Accra. Kwame Benaya from the Joy Sports Desk was there.
Wednesday morning saw the new dawn of one of Ghana's most beloved sporting events, as the Accra Marathon unveiled First National Bank as its headline sponsor. The 5-year partnership follows an agreement with the Dansuman Keep Fit Club, organizers of the marathon, and paves the way for the reactivation of one of the most iconic sporting events on the Ghanaian sports calendar after a 6-year hiatus.
Today we gathered to unveil this partnership, and it not only strengthens First National Bank's commitment to Ghana, but also exemplifies our dedication to promoting sports, promoting fitness, and nurturing communal spirit and nurturing communities, especially the communities that we are exposed to as a bank and those that we work with regularly.
The unveiling and contract signing was held at the FNB head office in Accra. Chairman of the Dansuman Keep Fit Club had the stake on the deal.
This morning event is significant in the history of Ghana sports, as we gather here to witness the contract sign-off for the Accra Marathon, which is coming back to life after 7-year-long break. This contract signifies our commitment to excellence, collaboration, and a shared passion for promoting a healthy and active lifestyle.
That's the chairman of the Dansuman Keep Fit Club, Benjamin Ahulu, ending that report by my colleague Kwame Benaya. The multimedia group, of course, was also announced as the official media partner for this year's FNB Accra Marathon. Here's MGL's head of sports, Gary L. Smith.
From the multimedia group side, we are also extremely thrilled to be part of this historic event. The marathon is something we have watched grow from strength to strength over the past 30-something years, and it's an absolute pleasure to put the might of the multimedia group in English and local language. So,
yeah, that's Gary L. Smith there. Let's move on to England. That's where Harry Maguire says the reaction from the Scotland fans in Tuesday's friendly at Hampden Park was just a little bit of banter, and he can deal with it. Scottish fans mocked the Man United defender, ironically applauding his passes, with Maguire going on to score an own goal in England's 3-1 win. It pretty much takes the pressure away from my teammates and puts it all on myself, Maguire said. Meanwhile, former Arsenal forward Theo Walcott says people need to get off Maguire's back.
Listen, he's playing for England at the highest level out of a certain amount of people that actually play for England. That's an incredible achievement. It really is. People forget that. Yeah. And I think he's actually one of the highest goal scoring centre-backs as well. And people tend to forget that as well. There's this sort of mark on him. I don't know. I don't see it. Yeah. Gareth picks his teams, and essentially we've got to trust Gareth. And for me, just need to get off Harry's back, because he's playing for England. These people that sit behind the social media probably couldn't kick a ball. So let's support.
Let's support. That's Theo Walcott. Before we go, Italy midfielder Marco Verratti has completed a move to Qatari side Al Arabi from Paris Saint-Germain for a reported 45 million euros. And beginning this season, NBA teams will be able to rest only one star player per game this season under new rules, with potential fines of millions of dollars. The player participation policy defines a star player as anybody picked in an all NBA team or NBA All-Star team in the previous 3 seasons. If you don't play them, you could be fined $100,000 for the first violation, $250,000 for the second, and each further violation after that will be a fine of $1 million more than the previous one. So play the star players, the NBA says. That's all the latest from the world of sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahiru Fentu. There's more sports on our website, myjoyandland.com/sports. Back to you, Kojo.
Thank you. And the sports team returns with more sports tomorrow. But they're all on all the major bulletins as well, so stay tuned. Right now it's time for Food for Thought, brought to you by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Agribusiness, good morning.
Ahofel, good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You still laugh at this title.
It never ceases to amuse me, Uncle Ibo. If you know my beginnings.
But say it is a sincere compliment that I'm paying you.
I truly appreciate it, Uncle Ibo. I'm glad at least one person in the world thinks so.
Well, on Monday I began a series on being a man. I said that no one teaches boys how to be men and how to handle the power of their own sexual desires and how to channel that power for good and not to destroy themselves. I said the situation is like giving someone learning to ride a motorbike the most powerful bike available. Chances are that he will crash it and hurt himself and others. AI was my childhood friend from South Central. Like me, he was an introvert. And so we got on very well, especially since the extroverts, which seems to be everyone around us, they don't want to have anything to do with us. I left South Central for school in Accra, but he stayed on in Kumasi. Years later, AI and I reconnected on one of my visits to Kumasi. He was by this time running his own business. We're happy to connect, but he was happy to see me for a very different reason. He said he had an experience that had traumatized him, but he did not have anyone to share it with for perspective. With me, he knew he could be open and tell me everything, and this was his story. He had started his business with a mate of his from secondary school who had become his best friend. He said they were like brothers. They had been so close that they had ended up marrying 2 best friends, and now there was more that bound them together. So they had their friendship, they had their business, and they had their marriages. And then about a month before AI and I reconnected, his friend and business partner died. At his burial, as the coffin was being lowered to the grave, the widow had been overcome by grief and had held on to him, her late husband's best friend, for support and strength. AI said, and James, would you believe it, that right by the grave at the cemetery, I got aroused for this girl? He said, I felt so ashamed that I quickly came up with an excuse and left the cemetery. Then he looked at me and said, James, am I that much of a monster that I could not mourn with the widow for my best friend without thinking about sleeping with her? In the early 80s, when I was working as a marketing manager for a publishing house, I had gone to the Methodist Book Depot to check on the movement of stocks I had supplied the depot. The manager then was a very pleasant man called Mr. Marty. He was much older than me, but he liked the zeal with which I worked. He said it reminded him of his younger days, and because of that, he liked me a lot and was always happy to see me. He would come out of his office and would stand right in the middle of the bookshop chatting and discussing business. On this occasion, as we chatted happily, a smashingly beautiful girl in a hot dress entered the bookshop. Kojo, I didn't know that I had stopped talking mid-sentence. I didn't know that I was staring at the girl. It might have taken just a few seconds, but when I recovered from the invasion of my senses, I saw Mr. Amati looking at me and laughing. He said, "Hey, Osofoni." Then he said, "If you like her, I can give her to you. She's my niece." Kojo, I felt so embarrassed that I took my leave almost immediately. Note, this was a girl I did not know, and yet I was smitten by her beauty. I knew that if I had any dealings with her, I would have ended up disgracing myself. I would have been a plaything in her hands. You know, if we as men are to be honest, we'll confess that there are aspects to being a man that suck. The havoc a pretty face or a pretty shape can wreak on our resolve and control can be embarrassing. Even an innocent touch by a pretty girl can cause our one-man army to stand at attention, ready for action. How many times has an innocent, pure relationship like, say, counselee, not crossed the line on the initiative of the man? How many times have a pastor / female member in distress situation not become something else? How many times have a lecturer female student relationship not become troublesome? Usually, when a platonic relationship crosses the line into the erotic, people tend to blame the girl and they say things like girls are demonic or evil. And yet, in most cases, when a platonic relationship deteriorates into the erotic and the forbidden, it is because the man had pushed and even begged for it. The truth is that as men, we have a few things to learn about the expression of our sexuality. We have to learn to control ourselves and our sexual urges. We have to learn that a man's honor depends on how much he's able to control himself and restrain his sexual desires. And unfortunately for today's man, the days when men were humored for philandering are over. My father's generation could get away with marrying multiple women and for straying out of their marriages. But my son's generation does not have that allowance made for them. Today, girls demand that their men choose exclusivity and faithfulness, or there is no relationship. So far, we as men are not doing very well in this era when our playing around is no longer excused. We need to relearn what it means to be a man, what it means to control our sexuality. We need to discard the role models of the past and become the kind of men that the women of today need. And we need to make that transition quickly before dildos replace us. It is time we as men stop glorifying our weaknesses. It is time men met the challenge of being faithful and trustworthy in our love relationship. It is time for men to know that to be strong means S for selfless, T for trustworthy, R for restraint, O for organized, N for noble, and J for genuine. It is time for men to be strong. It is time to be real men. And handsome, that is my presentation for this morning.
Wow, that's a lot to think about, Uncle Ibo. It does feel sometimes as if the only job of a man really in this current modern world where there are so many temptations around us, the only job is to restrain ourselves. That's it. The only thing we need to do is to learn to restrain, control ourselves. And there's really nothing we can't achieve if we can at least master that. It's not easy.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with you. We need that, and the point is that we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice but to be that.
Yeah.
Because my mother's generation, they took a lot. Your daughter's generation, they won't take any side.
Not interested. You're right, Uncle. Thank you so much for this. And of course,
enjoy your weekend.
You too, Uncle. And that was Food for Thought, brought to you by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. And Uncle White returns on Monday with more. Right now, though, let's be grateful for those who bring us social media messages on the Super Morning Show. I'm talking about EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. GTP, lifestyle. Every day, people face different emergencies, right? Police, fire, medical, name it. But we don't all know our emergency numbers. For example, star 770 hash. Yeah, it's the new EcoBank money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime and data, and so much more, even without data on your phone. There's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue when you dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. All right, Joy Business Minute comes up in just a moment after these.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Download it. You gon' enjoy it. In my branding chain. In my branding chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
Guess what? AfCFTA is still celebrating our 20th anniversary. Get 50% off top quality furniture, accessories, decor, and more. Hurry! The items are flying off the shelves. Visit AfCFTA on Spintex Road and the newly opened Accra Mall branch today.
Welcome to the Visa Summer Experience. Enjoy offers from merchants worldwide. Get your visa. Explore the world with complimentary travel insurance. Relax in premium airport lounges worldwide. Check in with exotic hotel deals. Relish sweet deals on restaurants. Fuel your adventure with discounted car rentals. And if you want to shop online, we've got offers for you too. There's so much for every traveler. Visit africa.visa.com today.
All right, time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
Hello and welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts. Government has announced that it is reopening the debt exchange program, particularly for investors who didn't sign up in February. The Finance Ministry in a statement noted that the opportunity will also cover holders of the ESLA PLC and Dati Trust. Ratings agency Fitch says it does not expect treasury bills to be included in the domestic debt exchange program in the near term. According to the UK-based firm, despite the high yield on the short-term securities, it is the only financing tool left for the government and therefore will be suicidal to include it in the domestic debt restructuring. And Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Nkojo-Iweala, has assured that Ghana and other developing countries will not be marginalized as a result of the ongoing reforms. That's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Electricals, your generator experts.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Now, let me ask you, are you an SME business owner, school, hospital, church, club, association, or perhaps you're somebody who is running a small business in the marketplace? At CBG, they understand that every cedi counts when you're working to grow your business, and that is why they have designed this interest-bearing business account that gives you true value for your money. CBG Business Plus account offers you attractive interest rates, access to checkbooks, USSD banking, local and international cards, alerts, internet banking, the CBG mobile app, CBG Money voucher platform, and top-notch relationship management. Walk into any of their 114 branches across the country to get your Business Plus account today. For more information, why don't you call CBG on 0302-216-000 or email info@cbg.com.gh. The website is cbg.com.gh. You can also go and find them on all social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you.
And Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators, and they rent generators as well. They are in East Legon. You can locate them on the Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tomrick Hotel, and in Tema on the Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead at Odoko. That's where they have their head office at number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road. They have branches nationwide, so look for Anointed, the generator experts. Call their hotline on 0243 480-334. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts.
All right, now today, of course, our main preoccupation is the motorway, but we're looking to solutions. All right, how do we make this place safe, this road? How do we make it safe? As for the 10 lane they promised, dear, we don't know when that will happen. We have no idea. But in the meantime, that road is still open, and the speed limit is still motorway speed limit. So how do we stay safe on it? How do we ensure that what needs to be done to make that road motorable and at least stop it from taking so many lives? It's almost become a daily thing now. So first of all, we've heard about the removal of the toll booths, a very important step. It will make that place a bit safer because several cars have driven into those toll booths, okay? So good first step. But is it enough? If you use the motorway, this is a question we'd love to hear you answer. Today's show is for you. All right, we're talking solutions about the motorway on the Super Morning Show on Big Stories, brought to you by Vodafone. Further together, Latex Foam, your partner for life. Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience. Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
And Vodafone Cash is excited to inform all customers that they can conveniently pay for electricity bills using their Vodafone Cash wallet. All you need is pick up your phone and dial *110#. Select option 4, which is make payment. Select option 1, pay bill. Select option 3, utilities, and then select option 2, which is ECG. And from there, just follow the prompt to complete your payment. It's easy, safe, and convenient to pay your ECG bills using Vodafone Cash. Kindly note that this service is only available to customers with the ECG smart meters. Pay for your ECG bills with ease. Vodafone. It's the Super Morning Show. It's your birthday today. Happy 70th birthday to Agnes Amponsa Jima, formerly of GCB Tema. Best wishes from your children, Noeki, Nana, Bema, Poma, Dada Kobna, and the entire family. Happy 70th. Auntie Agi, enjoy your birthday today. Stay with us on the Super Morning Show.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ever visited a shop, picked a whole basket of provisions, toiletries, and very essential things you need, battled a long queue to finally pay, only to be told you can't pay to a merchant number? The way that thing they pay, but with Vodafone Cash, there is no problem. Now on Vodafone Cash, you can pay all merchants on all networks. Easy peasy. Aye straight. Aye direct. Aye sharp. From your Vodafone Cash wallet to any merchant number on other networks. So whether you are buying provisions or fuel, medication or food, whatever the service or need, just pay conveniently from Vodafone Cash to any merchant number. Simply dial *110# to make payment to merchants on other networks today.
Vodafone. Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi, Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master planned community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments, affordable luxury homes for everyone.
About 1/3 of a million people live with HIV in Ghana. Close to 10,000 of them die each year, mostly as a result of a lack of antiretroviral drugs and adherence. In fact, close to 57% of children under 14 years living with HIV do not receive antiretroviral drugs, again as a result of inadequate funds to provide them with medication.
Life expectancy for these children is grim. The big worry, close to 16,300 people are newly infected with HIV each year. With this alarming rate of HIV infections, all of us are in danger, and Ghana is headed for an epidemic explosion if nothing is done now to avert it. While the Ghana AIDS Commission is working hard to overturn the situation, the Commission urgently needs funding support from corporate Ghana and individuals to save lives. We're therefore appealing to you, corporate entities and individuals, to support the National HIV and AIDS Fund by dialing 9898 hash on MTN and Vodafone and follow the prompts, or pay into the National HIV and AIDS Fund account number 101-863-161-3233 Bank of Ghana. Your donation will be used to prevent new infections and provide care for people living with HIV, including children affected by AIDS. For further information, please call Ghana AIDS Commission on 0302 919260 or email info@ghanaids.gov.gh. Give to save a life today. Ghana AIDS Commission, partnering to eliminate HIV and AIDS.
Apology for the busy body. Baby girl, I love it when you did my body. When you put it on me, you didn't make that coming on. I didn't coming on.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is.
Because you are the ones that use it consistently.
Yes.
At least, if there is no change at all, regardless of what they say they have done, and the introduction of the thing, because the ultimate aim
is that you get some experience out of it. So if we decide to pump 50 billion into this project today, and yet no experience is felt by yourself, it's completely useless. So that's why we want to know from you what's really happening on the ground anyway.
Yes, so send us your WhatsApp messages about your experiences on the motorway, particularly today and last night. Did you feel the lights? The new solar lights that we've been told were fixed yesterday. Did you see the lights? How was your driving experience today, particularly around the places where we have the toll booths? Send us your WhatsApp messages on 055-1111-997 and send your X messages with the hashtag Joy SMS. But listen, we've got exciting news. One you've been longing for. Our good old Fan Yogo is back. That surely calls for celebrations. Yes, indeed. Fan Yogo, it's good for you. Fan Yogo, Ghana's #1 tasty and refreshing cool treat from the good old days, is back and tastes exactly as you remember it to be. Rest assured, the texture and taste have been restored to bring you your ever refreshing Fan Yogo, which will get you reminiscing about your blast from the past. Whether it's the classic strawberry or the exciting new mango passion, Fan Yogo is here to refresh and quench you on the go. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just grab a Fan Yogo now to relive your best moments of the good old days. Fan Yogo is back. Fan Yogo, so cool, so good.
Mama V, I challenge you today to take the birthday boy to Safari Valley Eco Park.
Oh, you are late. We're already going.
No, relax. I mean, clearly, you've been discussing alternatives with me. I am forcing you to, because they've introduced the Safari Wildlife Experience. I mean, frankly, yeah, if you don't go, we will know. Yes.
We're already going. Not this weekend, though.
So what their birthday is today. Take the child to Safari Wildlife Experience. In fact, they've created an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife, like the zebra, the simple antelope, the llama, wallaby. You know these ones, right? I'm not sure.
No, I don't. That's what I'm looking for.
I know that young people in this country are interested and they would like to know. So don't deny the child today the experience. We'll do what they call it. You be man for you, don't worry. But see, all of these creatures, you see them, you can experience them at a starting price of just 250 cedi.
That's right.
And it's free for children up to 6 years. Or Broso Accra. So, and it's just an hour drive from Accra.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it opens from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can even go after work. Yeah. And this is every day, not only weekends. So don't push it to some other day. It is possible today. You have to visit the Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, you actually visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley also on Instagram or call 059-691-4394. This number I'm keeping because you have to call it now.
Because 059.
Yes, 059-691-4394. I will fund the process if it is required. But today, that Safari Wildlife Experience, birthday experience, ought to be felt.
Uncle Ray, pressure. Listen, open the door into your dream house. There's no feeling quite like returning home after a busy day at work. I mean, that feeling you get hearing the keys turn in the lock to open the door and walk into your own little piece of paradise. Well, with a mortgage from ABSA, you get to enjoy that feeling over and over again in your own home. If you are a salaried worker, you can borrow up to 5 million Ghana cedis at fixed or variable interest rates and pay back your loan over a period of 20 years. Discover how to get things done at absa.com.gh. That's Africanacity, and you know that's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, if you want to experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with the convenience and affordability, this can happen at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospects with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open right through to October anyway. So for more information, kindly visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact the Lancaster group via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call Lancaster at 0302218989, 0302218989 and 020-960-7008. Lancaster University is the only British university campus in West Africa. Only British university campus in West Africa. British education is important, yo.
From experience, yes, we know. We want to be like you. We'll have it right here with Lancaster. But listen, Franco Trading has now taken delivery of CCTV cameras. They have those cameras with on-screen display, menu, and easy configuration. They have chest freezers and refrigerators, washing machines, as well as all types of phones and accessories. They also do have smart TVs and Franco air conditioners. When you shop online from their online stores, you get 40% discount. So if you don't have the Franco Trading app, please download now. It's on Play Store, or just visit their website francotrading.com and don't pick any number on Google. Instead, call 0246 422-338 or 0555-939-311. Franco Trading Enterprise. Still phone Papa Perfie.
How many glasses of water have you taken today?
0.
So that long thing you've been drinking, what's it?
Lemon.
Hey. Okay, well, we talk about water all the time anyway. In fact, life without water is impossible.
Yep.
But what do you really know about the water you consume? I mean, with Verna purified water, you're not only guaranteed the pleasure of satisfying your thirst, but you're also assured of water that is purified using a series of filtration, reverse osmosis. Do you understand these ones? Filtration. Then you reverse osmosis.
Okay.
Then you do UV sterilization and ozonation. I'll take time to explain to you in the future, right? To meet the standard quality your body needs with over 100k bottles consumed every day, Verna Purified Water has gained acceptance as the #1 water brand in Ghana today. Now, with every bottle of Verna water you consume, you directly contribute to impacting lives through the Verna Changing Lives initiative. From its orphanage projects to drilling of boreholes, surgery payments, and payment of fees for brilliant but needy students, Verna Purified Water continues to support many beneficiaries each year to change their lives for the better. Share the love, get a bottle of Verna Purified Water, and enjoy the pure, refreshing taste. Verna Purified Water is recommended by the Ghana Medical Association. Verna Purified Water, changing people's lives. Of course, this advert is completely approved.
Approved.
Yeah.
And Raymond, Auntie Sefam is listening to us.
Yes.
Auntie Sefam said, I should tell you that the boys are in school. But to be honest,
we say
I know that they are not in school.
They are not in school.
I can't say that.
You have eliminated all the other potentials in there.
Auntie Sefam, Uncle Raymond is paying. Yes. Super Morning Show, 25 minutes after 8. We're taking your experiences using the motorway, particularly last night and this morning, because we know that there have been some exercises on the motorway. Some of the toll booths have been removed. We understand street lights have also been fixed. But does it stretch? In terms of the street light, would you find them on the entire stretch?
Is it
That's
the
one
entire
question.
17-kilometer thing that has street lights? All right. Is the entire stretch lighted the way everybody wants to see it? Yeah, you know, some time ago I compared the light on it to candlelight dinner. Then Uncle Ebowa said me, I've never done candlelight dinner before.
So we're taking your experiences if you use the motorway, and of course we're not stopping because, as you can tell, we've actually gotten some. Yeah, this is a bit of the solution, because one of the issues was the fact that vehicles were running into those toll booths, and we understand that parts of the toll booths have now been removed. Is that the entire solution for you? What are the other things that could be done? Most importantly, to make the motorway more trouble. Your experiences are welcome. Send us those WhatsApp messages on 055-1111-997. Send your X messages. X is simply former Twitter at the hashtag JoySMS. When we come back, we share those experiences with the rest of the world.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
How?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel. And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534 or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Bet to play together. Play for fun, enjoy the game. Join today on a bonus spending. Come together, make we play. Say share betting. Games are hold on. Pay out so. Right better man. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus. Correct us, quick cash out, free bonus.
Together we play. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Gaming can be addictive.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
By popular request, I'm inviting you to join Latina Travel and Tours on a 7-day prayer pilgrimage to Israel. Be prepared to be baptized in the Jordan River by our special pastor and also pray at the Wailing Wall. We will visit Jericho, Bethlehem, Tiberias, Nazareth, and many more enchanting holy sites that will linger on and on. You can choose and register for any of the following trips. First trip, 15th to the 22nd of October 2023. Second trip, 19th to the 26th of November 2023. Rate $3,600 single per person and $3,200 double per person. Package includes visa, flight, hotel, tours, and many more. Call and book your space now on 0244-260-789 or 0558-120-400 or visit Latina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge. Media partners Sunny TV, Sunny FM, and Joy FM.
coffee in your cup, and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
R2Bs, pairing up with one of the best producers ever to come from this continent. I'm talking about Kill Beats. He's perhaps the first African producer to go global with the production of antenna for Fuse ODG.
Without intending to be controversial,
here
what I
we
like
go.
about the R2Bs is that they have not sought to use controversy, needless engagement to push their craft.
Yeah, it's all
It's
been
observation
about the
that,
talent. Yes, it's been all about the talent, and we respect them for it, right? That's Tonight featuring Wizkid, another great collaborator of R2Bs. I just love R2Bs. All right, so it's the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and of course, speaking of R2Bs, there are lots of great things that come from Tema. But if you are coming from Tema, great as you may be, the motorway will humble you.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about today. The issues, the endless issues that are now resulting in deaths on this motorway. And of course, the efforts of the authorities to fix these issues. We are looking at solutions, okay? They are breaking down 2 toll booths on either end. They are fixing the street lights. Is that enough? We'll be talking to those who use the motorways. In the studio, ETN Nate has made the trip all the way from Pram Pram to tell us the realities of his daily commute.
Wow.
Yes, Mr. Nate, it's a pleasure to meet you. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so honored to have me.
We're glad you could make it. Kate Walker is on the phones alongside Reggie McHanson, and we'll also be speaking to Charles Edemgo. All of them regular users of the motorway. Kate and Reggie, good morning to you both.
Good morning, Kojo. Good morning, Kojo.
Thank you so much for making the time. You'll be hearing more from Kate, Reggie, Charles, and ETN right here on the show. But first, do you like the sound of the word free? I know Mama V does. Yeah, free. Simply register with Pride Bet and you get to enter the free daily sports quiz to win 25,000 Ghana cedis every single day. So what are you waiting for? Visit pridebet.com.gh now to play. All new players also get a 100% welcome bonus on their first deposit. Bra, yendi agro wo Pride Bet. Pride Bet, let's go. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana, and they've got this 1 CD and a dream promotion. So with 1 CD, you use the 1 CD and a dream bet code for weekday games, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, and then you log on to pridebet.com.gh, click on bet slip. If you don't have a Pride Bet account, you can register now, and then in the bet slip, just enter this code. Write it down, 226 G8, okay, 226 G8, and you stake 1 Ghana CD and you could win over 20,000 Ghana cedis. That's
Now,
nice, isn't it?
have you heard of Ashtown?
Yeah.
You know Ashtown?
Oh, yeah.
How about Butcherbeg?
Yes.
You know
I'm fully
Butcherbeg?
aware of Butcherbeg. It's down the road from me.
Ah, okay. Yes. Then I've got good news for you.
Okay.
Because Card Bank, is placing you at the heart of every expansion.
Fantastic.
And today marks an exciting moment at their freshly opened Ashaman and Ashali Butcher branches.
Oh, fantastic.
So think about it. You don't have to go far. It's right next to you. Yes. At Card Bank, we believe by working with you in Ashaman and Ashali Butcher each day and bringing you with it new opportunities, and you did for your success anyway. This is because it is what we do together that makes the difference. Join the Car Bank family today by opening an account with us. Whatever your banking needs may be, saving, and investment, business, or personal financing, bank assurance, we have the perfect solution for you. Walk into our branch at the Ashali Butcher School Junction. So School Junction is specifically where it is.
Yeah.
I'm just
at the junction
counting the number of houses to your own. Yeah, and
about 7.
Okay, well, it makes sense. Well, or at the Ashama Market, or call us toll free on 0800 500 500 0800 500 500. You can also chat with us on our website carbank.net, or on our social media platforms LinkedIn, Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, or via email at customercare@carbank.net, and let's build our dreams together. Carbank, forward together. Of course, the highlights of the day will be the opening of the branches in Ashaman and Ashalibuchi, and the offering of customized solutions, current savings and investment, etc. And customers can sign up for any of these offerings. If you're available to chat, the social media goes out there.
That's right. Buckinghamshire Burger.
Yeah.
When I say it, you say yeah. Buckinghamshire Burger.
I'm not so sure whether the yeah is a good thing to say now.
Look, if you are going to be called Burger, they can't allocate only one location to you.
I agree.
You have to travel far and wide.
Yeah.
So thank God for Latina Travel and Tours.
Brilliant.
Okay, they say that just come and take advantage of just a couple of things they are doing. First of all, in October and again in November, you get to travel to Israel. Okay, 7-day trip, very moderate, all-inclusive rate. So even many of the people like you and me can afford, right? Okay. Or you could go on the CalBank Women Banking organized trip to Turkey and Dubai. Okay, that's happening in October. So when you go to Ashtown and Butcherbeg and you enter the branch, tell them that you want to go on the women banking trip.
Yeah.
Okay, it's for all CalBank clients or prospective clients. Okay, you can visit and engage with the Turkish business community from the 11th until the 16th of October. Okay, you can talk about pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverages, construction equipment, and medical equipment, among others. Now, the spaces are limited. Okay, so call Tina today on 0244 260 789 and stop being a Buckinghamshire Burger.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have some delicious news to share with you today. Imagine a biscuit that made from real cereal, packed with wholesome oats and grains containing less sugar. This biscuit is not only a treat for your taste buds, but also a nutritious option for all ages. I am talking about McBerry breakfast cereal, Kojo. McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit can be enjoyed at any time of the day, particularly at breakfast, with any beverage of your choice. So people don't still, today. It's delicious. And
your guest is running.
We'll find some for him anyway. It's delicious. Yes. Nutritious and affordable. It's actually made with whole grain oats, packed with fiber and real cereals with less sugar. That's something you should know too. Worry no more. With McBerry breakfast cereal, your kids have the perfect snack they can take to school. Beware of imitation though. Remember, go for the original McBerry breakfast cereal biscuit and start your day with a smile. McBerry breakfast cereal, goodness for your morning. This advert is certainly and indeed FDA approved.
Papa Ye.
Yeah.
All right, listen, why don't we start from the beginning? All right, we're talking about the motorway, the state of it, which is now causing deaths and of course inconvenience to commuters and costing us as a nation in terms of productivity. But it wasn't always like this. This problem started a long time ago. I'm going to share with you what government or authorities told us then, what they are telling us now, And then we will take you there to the motorway to see the current situation. You will also hear from those who use it every day. Some of them are actually on the motorway this morning as we speak. Okay, you'll be hearing the reality of this thing, because this road is important to all of us. So let's start from the beginning. What did the authorities tell us back then when we started complaining about the terrible deterioration of the motorway? Listen to Ghana's government spokesperson on infrastructure at the time, Kojo Frimpong.
Let me state for the record, the most competent solution to the motorway is what government has adopted. It is not repair, it is not patching, it is a complete redesign, re-engineering, and reconstruction of the motorway. We signed a deal with Motor Angel, a construction deal or a commercial deal with Motor Angel. This motorway you see is now going to become a 10-lane motorway. You're going to have 4 lanes, the one which is there now being a freeway. We signed the engineering procurement contract in 2020. We are now arranging the funds that will come with it so that we can send it to Parliament for approval before it starts. As we speak, we expect that by December 2020, 3 months hence, we should be on site beginning the motorway.
You mean December 2021?
December 2021, we should be on site beginning the motorway. That's our expectation.
Yeah, that's what we were told then by Kojo Frimpong. Fine gentleman. You can picture him in his bow tie with his grey beard, telling us about December 2021 being the date for the commencement of construction of a 10-lane motorway to bridge Accra and Tema. This is what we were told 2 days ago by the acting director of public affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority, who is of course in the person of Cecil Wintum, about this same motorway. Listen.
Let me tell you one thing. We have a lot of living legends that are living with us in this country. People who go about moving some of these parts and making life very difficult for you and I. This traffic light thing you people have been talking about, you don't understand the reasons behind why most of the traffic lights are down today. People are moving parts. People are moving parts from some of these structures that you see around. And these traffic lights, they communicate amongst themselves. So if you move one part from this side and it cannot communicate with another, what do you expect? So could you look, I've sat behind the console like you have been doing with your passion to speak and see Ghana work. I've done that for 22 years. For Christ's sake. Look, we need to work on our psyche. We need to work on our minds, my brother Kojo. So keep up the job you're doing. And let's all see how we can have a national conversation to change attitudes and change mindsets of people who are not willing to get this country through. Some of these people you see, they push some trucks around and all that. They are worse than armed robbers. I'm telling you, Kojo.
So let me ask you this, Cecil.
Yes.
What I wanted to know was whether the Highway Authority takes responsibility.
Yes, so I've just told you, responsibility, we must share it.
If I may, your response is that these things are happening because people are not slowing down on the motorway. That because people are stealing parts. So you are blaming the public for the accidents on the motorway?
So yes, I'm saying that we are part, fine, I understand. But we are doing our part. We continuously engage in maintenance activities, as I've just indicated. Our MMU people, we go and then we patch the sections. The sections we are patching, we are using bitumen. I heard you say that. Fine. But in no time, bitumen will expand because of heat and all that, and then that section is taken off. But the thing is that the motorway originally is concrete, constructed pavement. And I understand all the arguments that you can't use bitumen and all that to patch.
So why are you doing that?
Tells me that.
So why are you using bitumen?
Yeah, but we can also cut that section and say we are concretizing that section. You know the number of hours it will take to cure. You know the congestion you bring on the motorway. So these are just remedial measures that our engineers are putting in place to enhance the motorability of the motorway. And I'm only saying that until we all agree nationally that we reconstruct the motorway, these remedial maintenance activities will continue to go on.
Cecil,
People must now
I want
apply
to be sure
caution.
that I understand you. I want to be sure that I understand you, Cecil. You're saying that the reason why we are patching the concrete motorway with bitumen instead of concrete is because if we use the correct material, it will cause traffic?
Yes.
That's it?
No, so I'm saying that
all road construction causes traffic, Cecil.
It's not at one place. How do you do one spot and then you wait till it cures? And then you move to another spot and then you wait till it cures. So I'm saying that to have a holistic and a comprehensive reconstruction program, what do? We must now look for alternative routes. And where are those alternative routes? It could be the median, it could be our reservation. If we agree that is what is going on, I'm sure the engineers know better. They can come up with a design so that we can take traffic off the main carriageway onto the reservation or within the median, and then whilst they start work on the main carriageway. And if you look around, that's what is being done everywhere. In Ofanko, in Sawam Road, for instance, you realize that there's a lot of work going on within the median section where traffic will be taken off the main carriageway onto the median, and then if you allow people to go into that section and then start putting up structures and all that, you know what is going to happen. But look at the situation on the motorway, Kojo. Just look both left and right. Just look at what's happening. So much indiscipline. People have moved into our road reservation. And tomorrow, if you decide that you're going to bring down these structures, there are same persons who start shouting and making noise. I can't believe it. Seriously.
So that was Cecil Wintum. He's the Acting Director of Public Affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority. Before him, you heard Kojo Frimpong, who was the government spokesperson on infrastructure when we had that conversation with him back in 2021. So, well, today, the motorway is the scene of accidents almost every single day. Anybody who has to traverse that stretch to work, from work, you are actually taking your life into your hands because you are traveling on a road that has passed its functional use date. We have been told by the Ghana Highway Authority that it is no longer has structural integrity. That's what Cecil Wintum told us. So every time you use that road, that's the risk you're taking. Before we start looking at the solution, let's try and understand and really relate and connect to this experience of using the motorway. Okay, so I've told you who we have in the studio, Mr. Nate. On the phones, we have Kate Walker, we have Charles Edemgo, who has just joined us, and Reggie Mark Hansen is also on the phone. Now, I'm just going to use my discretion and go ladies first, if I may. So Kate, why don't you give us a bit of a picture? This is your regular commute. Tell us what this experience is like from beginning to end using the motorway.
Thank you very much. My experience on the motorway daily, because I live in Tema constituency and I work at East Lagos. And daily I take this motorway in and out, and it is so frightening. I have two little children, and I always think about them whenever I start my journey on the motorway. Whilst you are trying to slow down and not speed, someone is approaching and coming very close to you. The holes on the motorway, our cars are suffering, and ourselves as humans, we are also taking the risk. And I would say our lives are in our hands, just as you said from the beginning. And what breaks my heart is that our politicians use the motorway in and out all the time. So I keep asking myself, do they see what we see? Do they experience what we experience? But it looks like no one cares. Whenever it rains, it becomes a different ballgame altogether. And when you get to the Ashama side of the motorway, as directly opposite Ajekojo, the junction, the bridge over there, it's opened. No barricade. And I think about those who drive in the night, because the lighting system, of course, is not so good. So what if someone misses it and then lands down there? My brother, whenever I close from work, I'm about to leave the house, as a practicing Catholic, I say my prayer, and then I plead with God and my Virgin Mary to help me on this motorway to go and come. The hand that does not work will not eat, so I need to go and work to support my husband to take care of the home. I need to be careful as well, so that I'll be alive for God. So that is my experience on the motorway. Every morning, dangerous. Evening, dangerous. 5 days in a week.
My goodness. Okay, I want to come into the studio and pick the thoughts of Mr. Nate. Etienne, you use this motorway quite often. Every time you have to come into Accra, for your job, right? Now, we've heard what is being done. They're taking away those 2 toll booths, and they fixed the lights. Does this solve the problem for you?
I do not think taking away the toll booth solves this problem, because already with the presence of the toll booth, we were using that particular spot smoothly. We do not have any challenge with that. And fixing of the light without lane markings, I do not think that will equally solve the challenge, because we have potholes. And as I speak with you now, I'm the most angriest person when we talk about the motorway, because my mom had a serious accident, a very energetic woman.
Wow.
And since then, even walking for a minute is a challenge.
What happened?
She had an accident, a fatal one. And it's a bad story I do not want to describe. And if we have all our politicians making promises year in, year out, I think that we have to wake up and do something about it, or do something about them. Where they get breath, which is January 7th, that they are sworn in, should be seized. Because coming to the end of their term, where maybe their breath is seized and they are able to do more than when their throat is rather opened. And I think that we have to pay attention to it now and force them to do something for us.
Of course, if you just joined us, we're talking about the motorway. It's a big concern for the whole nation. It's become a death trap. People are dying on that road far too regularly. And we're talking to those who use it on an almost daily basis. Etienne Nate is the one you just heard. You also heard from Kate Walker before him. She travels from Community 25 to East Legon every single day. She's a mother, and every day it's an exercise in taking life into your own hands. We also have Charles Edemgo and Reggie Mark Hansen, also users of the motorway. Let's hear their experiences. Reggie, I'll start with you if you don't mind. Now, so Etienne Nate says, look, too little and probably too late. You don't have road markings, but you're fixing the street lights. So really, you've solved half of the problem. Then you're removing these toll booths, which, to be fair, yes, people have been driving into them because there's no longer a need to slow down to pay a toll, right? So they're removing 2 of them. I want to ask you, in your view, what is the biggest problem on the motorway, and will these remedies resolve the biggest problem?
Sounds good. Look, as you said in your opening, in your intro, the motorway basically is 58 or so years old.
Yeah,
it's outlived. If it was like you and I, it's getting to retirement, isn't it? It's getting to 60 years, and it should be proceeding on retirement. So definitely the motorway, as I call it, the ex-motorway, is not fit for purpose. We cannot be addressing this through some of the measures that you just said, fixing of street lights, deconstructing toll booths. Whilst these are necessary, the key issue we have is the integrity of that road. And so long as the integrity issue is not addressed, then every other thing that we do, which may be helpful in terms of lighting up for the convenience of road users during the night, it is not sufficient. The basic challenge is getting the ex-motorway to become a motorway. Look, this is touching on our reputation, could you? Note that this road is not just used by Ghanaians. Yes, for us, it is paramount. It's our national resource, and we should come first. However, it's an international road. Imagining coming to our country for the first time from the eastern part, from Togo towards the capital and beyond, and this is what you experience. Consider that this links to the harbour, and this is the Tema harbour is the biggest and the most used harbour in this country. So, in terms of economic value that this road actually generates, it's beyond. There shouldn't be any debate. We shouldn't be having this conversation to say, should the road be redone? It should. We cannot argue any other way.
Well, and this is also to you, Reggie. The acting director of public affairs at the Ghana Highway Authority, Cecil Wintum, he says, until there is a national agreement by the whole nation that the motorway must be fixed, these problems will prevail. What do you say to that?
Could you? What is the national agreement about this? What is the national agreement about this? This is a road that is there not for the sake that it's a nice to have. This is something that serves a critical purpose. It's an integral part of our economic infrastructure. So how can we say that there should be a national consensus? Why are we even thinking about that, or even defining it in those terms? I don't get what the acting director of public affairs is trying to convey. The road must be fixed. It must be, and by the way, earlier on you had played a clip which had the Kojo Frimpo on it, which was talking about the government at that time prioritizing the road. Why did the government then prioritize it? Did it go around the country consulting that, oh, we all need to agree to do this because we don't have XYZ? No. It's already there. It's something that must be done. We don't need any other talk. We don't need any other resources to be put into a conference to say, let's go and sit and talk about it. No way. We don't need that. All that we need is that this, like you rightly said, is killing people every day. It's causing psychological and emotional stress to people every morning and every evening. Lost productivity. I'm not a labor economist, but if you are to sit down and to calculate the amount of time we spend on slowing down, it took me 7 minutes just to traverse the portion between the Way Bridge and and where the bridge is, where a couple of months ago they had to reinforce it. It took me 7 minutes. Compound it with all the vehicles that use it this morning or every other morning, and that will tell you the cost that we are faced with. So we don't need any discussion, any agreement. I'm sorry about that.
Right, Charles. We also heard the Ghana Highway Authority explaining that, look, they use bitumen to patch concrete. It doesn't last, but it dries fast. If they were to use concrete, it would take forever to dry. It would cause traffic. Do you appreciate the point, Charles?
Could you thanks for the question. To be honest with you, I do not appreciate the point at all. And to be honest, I do not even see. I'm not an engineer to start with, but I don't. I just can't come to terms with the fact that a concrete road is being patched with bitumen. For those of us who use the motorway on a daily basis, we would probably tell you that, look, it's one of the hazards on the motorway today. It kind of throws you off, even when you slow down and all that. It worsens the state of the motorway. And he, the engineer, I'm sure knows this more than I do. I don't need to be an engineer to say that, look, patching a motorway, a concrete motorway with bitumen helps in any way. I do not see that at all. Look, the motorway today has outlived its purpose. It's dangerous to motorists. I use the motorway 7 days a week. Just because I work in Accra, my son schools in Accra. So I had to take him to school every day and work from the office. And obviously, I do a return journey as well. On Sundays, I go to church in Accra. On Saturdays, I drive to Accra to play football. But, I mean, it's like I'm saying, it's really outlived its purpose. It's just by sheer grace that some of us are alive today, because every day, the kind of accident we see on the motorway, Okada riders just meandering through just anyhow, throttle drivers just joining the lanes without any care whatsoever. For me, it's a reflection of the fact that we do not value human life. I mean, how many people use the motorway on a daily basis? I think it's estimated about 20,000 plus cars drive on the motorway. That probably would give you a total estimation of over 80,000 people using the motorway on a daily basis, both commercial cars and private cars. If we really do have appreciation for human life, the motorway should never be in the state in which it is today. There's a worse problem it's been to start with. Look, assuming we want to close down the motorway or we want to expand the motorway, look at the sort of construction going on in the motorway buffer today, and with such impunity. And who are involved? Politicians likewise are involved in these constructions, and we are sitting aloof and watching for things to go just bad like that. The motorway has been in existence for 58 years. Not a single government in between that has added a kilometer or even an inch of concrete road to the motorway since that time. It tells the story.
Well. We're talking about the motorway. ETN Nate, Kate Walker, Charles Edemgo, and Reggie Mark Hansen are all users of this motorway. Daily, regular commuters on this motorway. Some of them have even had tragedy before their families because of how dangerous this road has become. This conversation is about solutions. When we come back, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to ask a few questions. So, look, a 10-lane motorway seems to be a figment of our imagination at this point. We are an IMF country, a country in IMF program. We don't have money. So it seems like a pipe dream. But what can we do in the interim to make this road safer? Should we reduce speed limits? Should we increase the heavy load threshold? Because it's the heavy trucks that are destroying one side of the motorway more than the other, because we import more than we export. So the heavier trucks are coming from Tema, not going to Tema. All right. Should we increase the heavy load thresholds? Should we close half of the motorway and concrete it while we allow traffic to use one half only? And then when we are done and it's dried, however long it takes, then we switch and do the same for the other half. Should we consider that? Or should we let someone come along, spend money, build a 10-lane, toll it, and make their money back, and then just give us the opportunity to use it and pay? What options should we explore to stop the loss of lives? When we come back, we explore.
Grab a kakabu kabu. Yo, what's now?
with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Here she comes. So simple, yet captivating, exuding confidence, elegance, and effortless beauty. Introducing the all-new Ahorfe from GTP. The perfect fusion of nature's splendor and intricate designs to enhance your own unique style. Each pattern designed with precise intention, printing moments into memories just like the cherished things in life. Make life beautiful. Embrace it with the all-new Ahorfe from GTP, available in various colors and designs. Visit shop.gtpfashion.com to order now. GTP. Life styled.
Oktoberfest is here again. Ghana's premier 5-star hotel and your CMG hospitality facility of the year. Labadi Beach Hotel brings you another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Oktoberfest 2023. Performing live is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food and beer at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on the 6th and 7th of October 2023. For enquiries and reservations, please call 0302-772-501 or 0249-532-866. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party! Stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
The voters registration exercise 2023 is here with us now.
The Electoral Commission is making preparations for voters registration exercise from 12 September to 2nd October 2023 to enable citizens who have turned 18 years or persons who have not previously registered to visit the EC office in their district and register as a voter ahead of the upcoming district level elections 2023. The registration exercise is in line with the Commission's mandate to compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. Every eligible Ghanaian should visit the EC office in their district and present their Ghana card or passport for inclusion in the voters register. Applicants who do not have a Ghana card or passport are required to bring 2 persons who are already registered voters to guarantee their registration. Do not register again if you have lost your voter ID card. Replacement of voter ID cards will start from 3rd October 2023 after the registration exercise. Transfer of votes will also be done from 3rd October to 9th October 2023. It is a criminal offense for a guarantor to guarantee for more than 10 people, non-Ghanaians and persons who are not 18 years of age. Guarantors who violate this provision will be prosecuted. The voters' registration exercise is part of efforts to ensure credible, transparent, and peaceful elections in Ghana. Register to vote. Your vote is your power.
The voters' registration exercise 2023 is here with us now.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. It's 9:11 on the Super Morning Show, and I feel like we're getting somewhere. We're now starting to paint the real picture of the problem on this motorway, so we can start fashioning solutions, because so far what the authorities have been doing clearly is only scratching the surface of solving the problem, a problem which is causing deaths every day. ETN Nate is here with us in the studio. Joining us over the phone, Kate Walker, Charles Edemgo, and Reggie Mark Hansen are all very heavy users of the motorway. They experience the problems on a daily basis. Now we're going to talk solutions. And Reggie, I understand that you have an engagement. You might have to leave us soon, so I'm going to come to you first. And I guess you call it the X motorway, which is quite apt because it had a 50-year lifespan, which lapsed about 8 years ago. So for 8 years now, it hasn't technically been a motorway. Should they perhaps reduce the speed limits so that we no longer drive at motorway speeds? Do you think that might help?
Yes, I mean, in a society that adheres to rules, that might help. However, the problem is bigger than this, as you know. In our world, many of our drivers purchase their licenses. So when it comes to understanding road use and the respect for the other, that is not there, and such a measure by itself will not help. I mean, I mean, we can go into it, and our whole psyche, our whole psychology, for people who have not been well trained in road usage, right from understanding the good practices. For some, the habits that they've inculcated over the period, because over the years we've not tested people, we've not punished people. They believe that stepping on it is a normal way of driving. Yes, we may want to slow down what do you call it, driving speed, but how are we going to do that? And wouldn't it be best for us to put together those funds and start what we need to start, which to me is to reconstruct the road immediately. And let me digress for just a second. We are currently undergoing the exercise of limited registration towards 2024. It's important to us, and I respect that. We found the money for it. So why is something an ex-motorway, which is critical to our economic survival, why are we trying to approach it in such a piecemeal manner?
Now, Reggie, we are told that the plan is to construct a 10-lane motorway. So, could it be that in a bid not to waste money, they are not willing to reconstruct this motorway, only to demolish it for the 10-lane? In a couple of years or whenever the money is going to come.
What is paramount? Lives. Remember what our president told us during COVID, that he wants to save lives. So what is paramount? Every single blood that we shed on that road is an indictment on us, Kojo. We cannot argue in terms of economics here. These are human beings being maimed, being killed, and if living lucky to survive, who are emotionally distressed each day. And yet we are talking about Ghana competing in the global world when it's the prime of its workforce that traverses that road each day is feeling this unnecessary emotional pressure. Kojo, please, let's prioritize. I have to run now, but I want to thank you very much for the wonderful job you guys are doing, you and your team are doing. And I'll urge you to keep it up because we definitely need to get certain things done right. Thank you very much.
Reggie, we thank you so much for making the time to speak to us. We appreciate the sacrifice. We know you've got to get to this meeting. So all the very best. Godspeed. Let's continue this conversation. And ETN, look, there are many things being suggested. One of them is that, look, close down one half of the motorway, then use your concrete or whatever, to resurface it, even if it's bitumen, because it is done. Bitumen can be used to patch concrete, but under certain circumstances, and it has to become a regular thing, a consistent thing, because bitumen can reshape depending on the weather conditions. So you can't just do it once and say I've patched it. They tend to do that usually on runways for aircraft to land. In Germany, they do it a lot. So they will be resurfacing it with bitumen, but regularly. Okay, so that the surface is always smooth for the aircraft to be landing regularly. Here we resurface and then we go away, and then the bitumen deteriorates. We don't engineer it properly. We don't resurface in slabs. We just fill it like potholes, and lots of mistakes. But anyway, it can be done. The question is this: should we close down one side of the motorway, resurface it, whether with concrete or bitumen, then let people use the other side in the meantime, traffic going back and forth. And when that is done and dried, then we move them onto the new surface and then resurface the other half as well. Should we consider doing that? Will commuters like you have the patience for that to be done?
I do not think it's going to be favorable if that option is considered. The reason is, in construction of road, I think population census is checked. The 58 years that the road has spent, it has served its purpose. Now, the traffic on the stretch is not just because of the potholes. It is the number of people that maybe have amassed wealth, or our population have grown. The people moving from other stretch to access that road have increased. So at least we should have a plan to revamp the road, and not just to apply bitumen to fix it for us. So yes, we can consider that as a first step, but we should at least attempt or start working on the revamp aspect of it. Because what we know, if you want to construct a road now, and I stand to be corrected, the land must be tested, bridges must be created and all that, and not to fix street light. If you are fixing street light now and then removing the toll booth, then it means you do not intend to fix the road for us. So we want it to be done right. All things being equal, there should be a specific plan which have been started to revamp the road, and then they can consider the revamp for us.
Okay, all right. Now, Kate, the ultimate solution is a new 10-lane motorway. They say it will cost $560 million to do that. Money which it doesn't look like we have. But some are also suggesting, look, let some private person come and put his $560 million into it, build the motorway, and then toll it heavily. Everybody pays 20 cedis to use it. And then he will recoup his money in some good time. And then we all get a 10-lane motorway, which is safe, secure, and we can get from A to B quickly. How would you feel as a commuter about that?
Brother, let me say that looking at the economic situation in this country and how much we are being paid, if it should be given to a private person who comes to construct and takes so much, that will also be a burden on us. And at the same time, we're also looking at our health and our life. So for me, in the interim, we don't need a referendum to close a part of the motorway, just as the gentleman Cecil said, that we all need to agree. We've given them the mandate to manage the country, and therefore they don't need us to go into a referendum to agree to close part of the motorway and to fix it. In the interim, my suggestion would be that we solve it by closing half, we'll manage the traffic, and then they fix it, finish, then we fix the other half. Once we look at the long-term plan of having multiple lanes and extending the motorway, but for now, we need an action now to save our lives. They should close half, fix the other half, and then open and close the other half, so that we can have our lives and continue to work while they look at the long-term plan or solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Now, Charles, there's one of the hazards we haven't even mentioned yet this morning. Apart from the numerous illegal U-turns, these settlements that are springing up on either side means that there are some people who cross the motorway, as if it's just their living room. They jump across it, without any care in the world. So while people are struggling to dodge potholes, they also have to keep their peripheral vision sharp to catch somebody emerging from the bush to just hop, skip and jump across the motorway. These illegal settlements, the illegal trotro stops, what can be done in the interim to remove that hazard?
Could you? I think those are some of the low-hanging fruits that I think can be controlled, right? So we probably can designate certain parts of the motorway purposely for crossing. And say in the morning, for instance, there's a popular you stop the flow of traffic to allow people to cross. I don't think it's rocket science, for us to do that. Yes, people crossing haphazardly on the motorway, it's a problem because can you imagine at night around 11 p.m. you're driving and by the time you realize somebody in black light, if you don't put on your headlights, you're not going to see that person crossing, and people have been knocked off on the motorway and in a hit and run situations like that, and it's just because there is no proper control of it, and this also boils down to our urban planning. There are a lot of settlements along the motorway. Some of them are squatters, and then you wonder, we allow them to stay there, and after a while we kind of decongest the place or let them go, kind of demolish the place. 2-3 months later, they come back, nobody seems to do anything until somebody raises all sort of hell, and then we go back, to decongest their place again. And obviously when we enter into the election year, nothing gets done. So I don't think that some of these things are too much to do. In the interim, we can put some sort of interim measures to curtail some of these things and then allow, the motorway to function. Obviously, the street light situation doesn't help. I have used the motorway quite extensively, particularly in the last 4 years. When street lights are fixed, within a month or two, it's not functioning anymore. Nobody cares, and obviously because of the economic situation, there are people who want to do all sort of things just to get some money. So people tend to cut cables and steal cables, and nobody seems to care. It's quite appalling, just to lament about something simple as this, which can be done. It's not beyond us to do this. If we can't fix a place like the motorway or put it in a better shape to save lives, then what's the point?
Well, we've heard all your solutions, and they all have merit. Let's find out what is actually happening this morning. The solution that has been deployed by the authorities is to remove 2 of the toll booths on each end of the motorway and then fix the street lights and reinforce some of the safety barriers. Carlos Caloni of Joy News is actually there where the demolition exercise began at about 5 a.m. this morning. Carlos, tell us what you see. How far along are they with this remedy that they are implementing?
All right, Kojo. So I've been to the Accra toll booth where the boats, 2 of the boats, actually there are about 8 boats on the stretch. 2 of them have been cleared. Those 2 actually sit on the original motorway. They have been cleared so far at the Accra end of the motorway. But the road is yet to be open for traffic because I understand that there are some other works to be done. So those 2 toll boats on the original motorway are gone. But currently I'm at the Tema Toll Plaza where similar demolition exercise is ongoing here. The main 2 toll boats on the actual motorway are being cleared as we speak. There's an excavator that is actually demolishing the concrete on the road and then loading the debris into a tipper truck. And so as they break it, they take it away. And so that is what is going on here. I have with me the main contractor who is actually undertaking this work to give us some further details on activities here. So you are live on Joy News. What can you tell us yesterday? What time did you start the demolition exercise?
Okay, the demolition exercise actually began yesterday, 3:30 p.m. It lasted for almost about 4 hours. And then the main focus is to actually demolish the main toll that is on the main span of the Tema Motorway, Accra-Tema, and then from Tema to Accra.
All right, so you are here in Tema. What are you doing currently? If you can paint a picture for us.
All right, here at Tema Toll Plaza, we are trying to repeat a similar thing that we did yesterday. Because of, the accidents that are frequently happening on the Tema Toll Booth motorway, is because of the toll booth that some vehicles are not able to have a straight path when they are driving towards Tema, and then from Accra towards Tema, and then from Tema towards Accra.
So it means that by close of day, you'll be done with work here?
Sure, we will. We've been the contractors for only the demolition work as it stands now. By the day, we'll be done with our work.
What is the plan for the other booths that you are leaving without demolition? What is the plan for it?
Okay, so as I said, we are the contractor for the demolition exercise only. The one we left it in the hands of us, the roads and highways to decide.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us here. So, Kojo, that is the picture here. Two of the booths are also being demolished here at the Tema Toll Plaza. And according to the contractor, after that is done, they will now take clearance from the Ghana Highways Authority with regards to what becomes of the rest of the toll booths. So the idea is to clear the Accra motorway so that vehicles can freely move in and out. So that's the situation, Kojo.
Carlos, very quickly, what's the situation with the street lights?
Kojo, I didn't get that.
What is the situation with the street lights, very briefly?
Exactly. So the street lights have been fixed. I can see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of those street lights have been fixed. They've been the solar lights have been installed and all that. And according to the contractor I spoke to yesterday, all these lights have been fixed and they are working at both ends of the motorway. So that's it. But don't forget, this particular street light is not for the entire motorway. This has actually been fixed here to help the contractors work in the night. I mean, with regards to the demolition work here, it is not for the entire motorway. They are being installed at the both ends of the toll booth here.
So it's not the motorway street lights. It's just some lights that have been fixed for the construction, right?
Exactly, exactly. So this is not for the entire stretch. So, like I said, I'm counting just about 9 street lights at this end, and the other side we have about 9 also. So that's it. That's just for the demolition work.
Yeah, that is a very important clarification. Thank you, Carlos, for that update. Carlos Caloni is our man from Joy News, and he'll certainly be giving us continued updates of this work, which is supposed to take 5 days to complete. We'll see how that goes. But no, street lights are not being fixed. What we are seeing are the establishment of some lights just for the construction to be done. That was my original understanding, actually.
Oh, I see.
Yes, it was later that I heard mention of street lights. But it turns out
because we have been complaining about street lights for a very long time. We thought that any attempt to even if it's a temporary fixing of those ones would have been to at least give some. Well, anyway.
No, it's just the installation of solar lights, I believe, so that they can work at night.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, now we know, right? I want to say a big thank you to our guests who have been with us from the beginning of this conversation. Etienne Nate, Kate Walker, Charles Edemgo, and Reggie Mark Hansen. These are regular, daily users of the motorway. And if their experience doesn't make you see the seriousness of this, then nothing will really. This is a road of national importance. And another thing, I mean, the biggest contributor to the damage is the heavy loaded vehicles coming from Tema. And I mentioned earlier how this is a clear indication of the state of our economy because we import far more than we export. So the road from Accra to Tema is not as bad as the road from Tema to Accra because the heavier trucks are on that side. Now these trucks are heading out of Ghana, especially to Francophone countries. We're surrounded by Francophone countries, right? Now the load limit in Francophone countries has always been higher than the one that was set for the motorway 56 years ago. Okay, is it 58? 58 years ago. Okay, so we have always had a lower threshold. The road was not built to carry the kinds of weights that are allowed in other countries. Now, instead of amending this, what we decided to do was we will just weigh them and then we will fine them and then use that money to maintain the road. But even the road toll for 57 years was never used the way it should to maintain the road properly. And
actually, road tolls are for maintenance.
That's what they are supposed to be for. But how much maintenance did the motorway see during its lifespan? How much? Okay, and then we started weighing these vehicles, and the idea was that if we find them, we will use that also. But that money, first of all, was never sufficient to maintain the motorway, and secondly, did it even go there, or did it go somewhere else? You know, these are things that we really need to rethink. If we are going to build a 10-lane motorway, are we going to allow trotros to stop on it? If not, then we should be demolishing those settlements now, because when we set up the 10 lanes, we can't have those settlements there. You know, so maybe some of these decisions must be made now to make the place safer for those who have to travel now.
But in fairness, we had always indicated to the people that we would actually do some demolition. We actually have had, as far back as 2018, been telling them that, and the promises have gone on consistently, except that there's always a big gap between what politicians say when they appear there and the realities the day or so after. That is where the major problem is. Anyway,
there you go. All right. Well, we want to say a big thank you to ETN, to Kate, to Charles, and to Reggie. You've really made our show. We certainly appreciate it. And you can play this back online, and any points that you missed, you can just replay them. Stay with us. There's more to come on the show after these.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Ghana, are you ready? Game Park Limited, the newest lottery company in Ghana, introduces another exciting game called Pick 1 from Friday 15th of September 2023. Choose your favorite number from 1 to 36. Stake and get ready for the excitement as we unveil the lucky number. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking from 1 Ghana cedi to 350 Ghana cedis and win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick 1 game. Play by dialing *946# on all networks via our website or download the Game Park app on www.gameparkgames.com. Watch our live draws on Adom TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. daily. Game Park, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Public nomination for the Guinness Ghana DJ Awards is now open. This is your chance to be part of Ghana's biggest celebration of the development of the music industry. Join us, celebrate, reward, and empower radio, mobile, and club DJs. Visit entry.ghanadjawards.org. Check out the categories for the 11th Annual Guinness Ghana DJ Awards. Follow the process to nominate your favorite today. The website is entry.ghanadjawards.org. Deadline for submission of entries is Friday, 29th September 2023. The Guinness Ghana DJ Awards is powered by Smirnoff, also sponsored by Game Park Games, Virtual Sound Lab, DSTV Aquaba Magic, PC Entertainment, Hooked on Entertainment. Media partners: Joy 99.7 FM, Hits 103.9 FM, Joy Prime TV, WhatsApp TV, GhanaMusic.com, and Showbiz TV. The 2023 Guinness Ghana DJ Awards, moved by music.
We need you to read all of this in the next 30 seconds. Is that okay?
Yeah? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go.
All the goals, flashes and moments. All of Rashford, Salah and Saka. All 380 games, all in HD. Available in all the languages you want, on all the devices you enjoy. Choose the bouquet you want from all the options available. The Premier League, all on DSTV.
Litina Travel, in collaboration with Cowbank Women's Banking, is inviting all current and prospective customers of Cowbank to join their second business trip to Turkey, Istanbul, and leisure in Dubai from the 7th to 16th of October 2023. The cost of the full package starts from $2,550 per person and includes visa, flight, hotel, B2B meetings, tours, airport transfers, and travel insurance. The business areas include construction and building materials, furniture and interior decor, fashion and textiles, cosmetics, agricultural products and equipment, pharmaceuticals and medical equipment, industrial and heavy equipment machinery, food and beverage and processing equipment, spare parts, and many more. For inquiries, call Tina on 0244 260 789 or Gifty on 0270 302245 or Akosia on 0555 171311 or walk into any Cowbank branch or Litina Travel and Tours at the Alisa Hotel Northridge, sponsored by our media partners Joy FM and the Multimedia Group.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Best group, best musical group in Africa, without a doubt. I'll give that to R2Bs. They make my body move. What else do I want in life? By the way, you're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show, and good things come from Tema, if even they have to come by the motorway. And R2Bs is one of them. These guys, have been around for such a long time. It's a group that has evolved as well. Used to have some other members in there, but right now, of course, we know Payday and Moogie's, two top talented artists, and they pull some of the best collaborations on the continent. Yeah, love them. Okay, so what are what is X saying?
Yeah, now. At Ridley says the worst motorway. Who is the parliamentarian in charge? In all fairness,
half of it is Tema West, the other half is the other Tema
the
East.
point I was trying to make is that parliamentarians are not really in charge of motorways.
That's true.
I think sometimes we should target the right people. There are specifically government agencies that are in charge of it. Yes, if your parliamentarian is not making enough noise about this project, you can hold them responsible, but their business will not be to get you a new motorway anyway.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, at Melcase, if you say try the Kaswa route, no, okay, yes, and it's terrible than the motorway. Does that even qualify for a motorway by current standard? I think that by now we all agree, no, right?
Yeah.
And Ohinu Kofi says the authority should close the borders to the extended cargo trucks from overloading from the Tema port. A truck is being allowed to load to 40 feet containers or more in the transit terminal, destroying our roads, but these trucks are not allowed in their own country. At 21, Trim says we need our own contribution to fix the motorway, or GPLT can help us and take the toll. So he's actually suggesting an alternative. And Kojo Fosu, in our current situation, they'll have to use the whole nation as collateral to get a loan from wherever before they can actually fix the motorway. Joy SMS. Then Adam says, there's no way this government will fix the motorway. We've got to count on subsequent ones to do that. And those are some of the messages, Kojo. Yeah.
Wow. Okay then. Well, listen, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited back to school promotion is still ongoing. All right. It goes on until the 31st of October, actually. So you can get 10 to 15% discounts on all school items, textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and so much more. Okay. In every branch in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba, and Cape Coast. If you want to know more, call 0302 764 101 or 209. Go to email info@kingdomgh.com or go to kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Could you let me join the R2Bs and call on the residents and potential residents of Tema? Ashaman,
Yeah,
Michelle Camp,
Yeah,
Afinya, Dowenya, Pram Pram, Chopoli, Nungwa, and Sprinters Road, all those people who also use the motorway. We have good news for you. Now, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair will be at your doorstep this September, and we're talking about Friday. So today is Thursday. Just tomorrow, let's not forget it. It's from tomorrow, Friday, to Sunday, the 17th. The venue is at Tema Municipal Assembly's premises, and the time is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day, Friday to Sunday. See, exhibitors would include finance companies, real estate developers, insurance land vendors, providers of housing accessories, home appliances, and furniture, home security, and roofing, among other building materials. The side attraction is that there's going to be a lot of giveaways from the exhibitors and the organizers. And Kojo is also part of the side attraction anyway.
I'm a giveaway.
Yes. Yeah. Don't come in. To exhibit your product, please call 050 110 389 050-110-389 or 0244-260-653 now. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair Tema is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats, sponsored by Elegant Homes, Global Lighting, Syntex Tank, Gold Keys Properties, Springfield Estates, Virtual Securities, DBS, Virtual Infosec Africa, St. Goban, and also Clifton Homes and the Kensington Heights. Eposity, Kumase.
All right, it's a new world of doing business, and your business should not be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payments from over 15 million Momo customers. That's the thing I love about Momo, is bringing the world together. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast. All you do is you dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You will receive a reference number which you can then use to track your application so you don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions from your business with MTN Momo today. Note, the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and App Store.
Now, Kojo, we've done 3 decades of the Fourth Republic.
3 of them.
1993, straight down to the year 2013. So this year...
2023.
Yeah, 2023.
Where you 23.
Robert's way of calculating the stage. Now, let's get it straight. There's been so many achievements in so many areas, but we are putting together very finest of our people to tell the achievements in healthcare. So, in a collaborative effort to inspire change, Joy News and an amalgam of professional associations in Ghana present a public lecture for transformative socio-political agenda. We go down memory lane, and the 1993 to 2023 has this democracy delivered a health dividend for the people of this country. The speaker is our very own, ever distinguished Kwame Saponesiedu, and other panelists that you should be hearing from on this wonderful platform will be professionals in the healthcare sector and consumers of healthcare services. The chairman and moderator is equally our former very own, ever still our very own, Mauku Afajino, and this is happening on Monday. Just Monday coming, 18th of September 2023 at the British Council. This will be online anyway, you can join it, and it will be 6:30 p.m. You need inspiration. So get ready to be inspired.
Yes, there's no land dispute over the ownership of Mauku Afajino.
Yes.
It's ours. Every other place is working. They are renting. They are renting. We are the landlords.
Temporary ownership. They are leasing. Leasing.
All right. Now, Latina Travel and Tours brings you exciting packages between now and December. Okay, you need to take advantage of them unless you want to be called Buckinghamshire Burger for the rest of your life. All right. So you can get 2 chances to go to Israel in October and November. All right. 7-day trips, very, very cheap. Or you can go with the Cowbank Women Banking organized trip to Turkey and Dubai, and that's in October. Okay, all Cowbank clients or prospective clients can go on this one. Go and engage with Turkish business community from the 11th to the 16th of October and talk about business sectors like pharmaceuticals, agriculture, cosmetics, furniture, fashion and textiles, food and beverage, construction equipment and medical equipment, among others. Limited places are available, so please call Tina on 0244 260 789.
Nakojo, you want some moolah?
Oh yeah, some moolah.
Yes, and I'm asking you, Ghana, are you ready?
We're ready.
Game Park Limited, the newest lottery company in Ghana, introducing another exciting game called Pick One from Friday, 15th of September 2023. That's tomorrow, right? So choose your favorite number. This from 1 to 36. We just take and get ready for the excitement that will be unveiled when the lucky winner is actually announced. Prepare yourself to unleash even more moolah by staking between 1 cedi to 350 cedi and win 26 times your stake on the amazing Pick One game. Now, this is how you play. Do so by dialing *946# on all networks via our website, or download the Game Park app. That's at gameparksgame.com. Watch our live draws on Adum TV at 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6 p.m. daily. I mean, you could have started from yesterday, but it's not too bad to start from today and still be part of the wonderful thing happening in our very first draw tomorrow, Friday. Game Park, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
Play responsibly, I beg you. All right. Raymond, do you like beer?
Beer?
No, beer. And some beer. Do you like beer?
Oh, as the Catholic Church allows, yeah.
Because I thought you would say no, and your stomach would betray you. Oktoberfest is here again, and Ghana's premier 5-star hotel and your CIMG hospitality facility of the year, Labadi Beach Hotel, brings a big smile to your face, especially Raymond's, with another exciting edition of the biggest beer festival in the world, Oktoberfest 2023. Performing live is the Bayern Boys Band from Germany. Catch all the fun with German traditional food. Oh, I love German sausage, and of course beer at the plush Labadi Beach Hotel on the 6th and 7th of October 2023. Ladies, if you want time to go and hang out with your friends, just go and park your husbands at Labadi Beach Hotel from the 6th to the 7th of October, and they'll be fine. They'll look after themselves.
The rest of the day will be yours.
That's
if
right.
you want them to be there for the entire weekend, they'll be there for you.
They'll manage without you. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0302 772 501, or you can try 0249 532 866. You can also call 0244 747 670. Oktoberfest Beer Festival. Come, let's party. That was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, it is. Okay, today is the birthday of Dr. Poku Edusei.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's a senior law lecturer at the University of Ghana Law School.
He is indeed.
But he's currently, I think, a second mentor to the National Communications Authority.
Yeah.
Director legal there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Doc, enjoy, Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes. They should extend the bandwidth, because you are director legal, they should take it to 150. Right. They wish and they reduce it to something, so they should take it to 150.
150.
Yeah, we are counting on you, Doc.
Work on it, Doc.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Listen. We've had such great tunes from R2Bs today,
Yeah.
and it's nice to celebrate them. They are just a fantastic band. And this what Wubeti is about to play is my favorite R2Bs song at the moment. We'll leave you with it and many other tunes from DJ Wubeti, who's going to do his thing from now till 10. After which we'll bring you the 10 o'clock bulletin, followed by the Cosmopolitan Mix. Don't miss the midday news, and of course when Sammy Forson and Lexus Bill take you into the evening, it is always with pleasure. And then the top story and the 6 p.m. bulletin follow, and all your favorite programs on Joy. Until we come back your way tomorrow morning with another edition of the Super Morning Show, Friday edition, so you know ebede. Until then, my name is Koje Angson. I'm the morning man. Here's our 2Bs. Raymond, you were going to say something.
Not at all.
Yes, you were.
My name is Raymond Aqua.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Have a good.
Is that what you're adding to
that? Yes, our 2Bs.
Hate crime.